Ready? Play. Ready? Play. Ready? Play.
My name is Clara Towson and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Number 10, Mira Andreeva. Number 9, Madison Keys. Number 8 is Victoria Azarenka. Number 7, Marketa Vondrusheva. Number 6, Ons Jabeur. Number 5, Jessica Pegula. Number 4, Coco Gauff. Number 3, Iga Swiatek. Number 2, Arina Sabalenka. And number 1, Elena Rybakina.
You've been to the French Open final. Your breakthrough, at least standout result at the beginning of your career, was on grass against Venus. You've been very solid on the hard courts. Is there a slam in particular that you go, I think that's, if I'm going to get one, the first one might come here, there, or where?
Well, I don't know. I mean, everyone, I'm like, I think this is the first one, so I don't know. I mean, obviously now going to the French, I do have a lot of confidence on the surface, but I'm not really thinking about that. I feel like, you know, in the past I was, and it gave me some, like, defeats that I feel like I shouldn't have lost, maybe more so my head. So going in now, I mean, I feel like, you know, everyone is could be the one, but I think I have to just take it a match at a time and just feel it out and enjoy it. I think when you focus too much on the destination, you don't enjoy the journey there. So now I want to focus more on the journey, and you know, if the destination gets there, that's great.
Ready? Play.
Welcome everyone. Let's start the press conference. Please, questions in English.
Yannick, congratulations. This afternoon, did you play the match of your life? And what did it feel like playing that match?
Match of my life, I don't know, but it's for sure very, very important. You know, as I say, it helps a lot the last competition that is a team competition, and because you get a lot of energy from your teammates, from the whole team, and then the crowd is different. And I really enjoyed playing today. It was a great match. I started off really well, and obviously in the second set he raised his level, and the third set I just tried to hold my service games and waiting for a good opportunity, which arrived on 5-all, and I took it. And obviously it was a very crucial match for the whole team, and at the end of the match I was really happy for the team to be at least able to play a deciding doubles, and you know, we played really good, and I think it was a really positive day today.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you are joining from an afternoon location, you could be joining from a morning location. You could also be joining from an evening location. So whatever time of day it is, it's great to have you with you. I can already see that we've got over 100 people watching in all the sort of streams, which is fantastic. And the match hasn't even started yet. We've got somebody who I've not recognised before, Joseph, in the chat from Australia. So you certainly will be, well, you'll be certainly middle of the night at the moment tuning in to watch this. I admire your commitment. It's great to see you in the chat there. And of course, we are starting with the first semi-final, the first Wimbledon semi-final of the day, you know, certainly of the semi-final days that we've got for today and tomorrow, which is going to be between the Croatian Donna Vekic and also the Italian, who is on a run at the moment, Jasmine Paolini, who would have thought at the start of the tournament that we would be talking about an Italian that wasn't Yannick Sinner, as somebody going deep. Well, in the case, we've got two Italians, really. We've got this Italian in Paolini, who, of course, came off that brilliant run to the final of the French Open and kind of really backed it up as well in Eastbourne. Backed it up in Eastbourne as well. To making an incredible deep run to the semi-finals there as well. As is saying, it's 10:35 p.m. I've been doing this since the mid-80s, mate. I mean, fair enough. Your body will be certainly used to it. It's good to see Julian in the chat as well. And as you can also see on the screen, just to my side, just there, what is the current head-to-head between these two players? So they played 3 times in total, with Jasmine Paolini currently leading that head-to-head 2-1. But as you can see, if it's 2-1, it's generally been quite tight between both players, and it'd be interesting to see who will end up, baking it, who will end up altering that head-to-head. As we can also see that Paolini won their most recent contest. That was back in Montreal on the hard courts, but then in 2021 they met twice, splitting the difference in both of those ones, both in straight sets, funny enough. So I wonder if we'll get another straight sets match here, as both players are now looking to start serve, with Jasmine Paolini kicking off. Goes across court, forehand from Vekic, and that goes long off the baseline. And as we're used to seeing with Paolini, she is already starting to fiddle with her hair bun just to make sure it's perfectly in position, that nothing is getting in her eyesight as she's trying to hit the ball. So first of all, 15 love, up the line, good serve there from Paolini, cross court from Paolini, backhand by Vekic, up the line by Paolini, backhand, good backhand to backhand exchange between both players at the moment. Good depth on all the shots, forehand by Paolini, backhand, but there was a backhand that was cross court by Vekic. It went long on the baseline, and Paolini already 30 love up. Thanks for the hi, Julian. It's good to get that. Please do. You'll have like a comment box, or a question box somewhere around the page or below or to the side or wherever, saying who do you think is going to win today. I'm gonna go and say Paolini, just because of the form that she's showing at the moment, and quite possibly could be in straight sets. But it'd be good to know who do you think is going to win, and also comment it in the box as well, as it's very anonymous through the poll, and it'd be good to know you personally, who do you think is going to win. As we go into a second serve from Paolini, goes cross court, good forehand from Vekic, good forehand from Paolini. Vekic is kind of on control here. She's running to the net, goes for a forehand, crosses it outside it, inside out, to get herself her first point as they move along from there. So currently 30-15 to Paolini, looking good on her opening service game. We've had some good stories about certainly Vekic over the past couple of days, even about her wanting to quit the sport. She was certainly after the Australian Open at the beginning of the year, was certainly tempted in taking a long break from the sport. So it's good to see that she's able to really sort of stick at it and get herself to the semi-final stage that we have at the moment. Julian's saying, hard to go against the Italian Spitfire, thinking Vekic needs to play perfectly to win it, James. I certainly agree. I think we need certainly a 9 out of 10 performance from Vekic at the minimum to show it off against Paolini. And it's kind of remarkable, and I'm sure Nick could give us the entire insight of nearly on that forehand. That was nearly a good pickup from Paolini. It was a great ball low by Vekic from the back of the court, right to the feet of Paolini, who was at the net. And Paolini unable to get enough of a contact on it to get it back up. But I was just saying, Paolini's really, she was somebody who at some point last year, many people were calling a good draw for a player that you liked in terms of somebody you could potentially beat and to start your tournament off well in whatever tournament that player was starting in. But that has certainly not been the case this year. Dubai champion at the W1000 level, Grand Slam finalist at the French, and potentially going to make it a double Grand Slam finalist as well. Could she potentially be seen, given the rise that we've been having at the moment, as sort of this year's Casper Ruud? One of those players that seems to have been able to get to deep into tournaments, or certainly to Grand Slam finals. That 22 year, I'm thinking in the case of Ruud. And his ability to get to 2 Grand Slam finals, get some real good results in the way there. That's very much what we're seeing from Paolini at the moment. Somebody's a bit of a surprise, but who's able to show some good parts of the game. That was nearly an ace there from Vekic. Other bit staying in the cap. So Josie's saying the other day Vekic said that she wanted a long break before the French Open. She did. That was it certainly happens to players. It's one of those weird quirks of this sport where you follow football, you follow any other sports where maybe it's a team sport. So certainly, like I said, referring to like football or rugby, you could win one weekend, you could lose the other. Generally, you have a feeling of winning that will take place, either as a collective or as an individual. But in tennis, it's one of those sports that only one person at the end of the week is going to win if there's only one tournament in the case of the Wimbledon. All the other players in the draw that you're going to be playing against are going to lose at some point, and it can be very soul destroying. You're constantly losing, especially if you're losing early in tournaments as well. Your ability to have any esteem will not very much be there. Nina's saying hi. It's good to see Nina in the chat, and Gavin. Gavin, another name I've not recognised. Good to see. More like Casper not getting very good. I am right. Right. Okay. And Jez is saying he's read a great book on tennis recently. Love the game. Okay, good recommendation. Good recommendation. Paolini on the advantage at the moment. Vekic is just making the first service game just a little difficult for the Italian. But Paolini hits a brilliant forehand winner up the line. So is a little bit of tense pressure here. Paolini goes across court, just hits the net and sort of stays out onto a second serve, goes across court again, backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini into the tram line. So this service game is proving to be a bit of a difficulty for the Italian. Of course, Vekic, famous coach, Pam Shriver, the former American mainly doubles but a bit of singles player, since the number of Grand Slams that was won by Pam Shriver. She's done a lot of Pam recently getting into other forms of media. We've had her on the show a couple of times, and over Nick's interviewed her on a couple of occasions. So very much somebody, almost like a good starish sort of coach. And Vekic here has the break point. Is she going to get the early break? Let's just see if Vekic does get the early break here. Was looking okay for Paolini in the service game. Paolini goes across court. Hopefully you can all see me still. There we go. My laptop decided to just sort of slightly black screen for a moment. I think you're all here and I think you can all see me, so that's all good. That was a slight panic there. Thank God that isn't now there. Okay, so 40-40 as we get told this is already a 7-minute game. Already a 7-minute game. If you haven't already, please do make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you can make sure you like this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Cross court, forehand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic. Again, Paolini's at the net, goes for the smash, cross court, perfect angle. You can very much see one of those angles in a maths exam. It was that perfectly created. So, Paolini now just looking to hold off here on the service go. Just getting into a service position. Goes cross court, backhand by Vekic into the net. And our first game is complete. It is Donna Vekic. Not Donna Vekic, it is Jasmine Paolini holding serve. As you see somebody with an England flag on their hat. Probably a callback to yesterday evening when the mighty England of course beat the Dutch 2-1, and I was very, very happy. And John was there as well in the stadium in Dortmund, so he would have been super happy at the same time. I probably will have to have a smile on my face about us getting to the final of the Euros, as long as and up until the final when we then face Spain. It's Spaniel. So now on to Gavin saying, yes, when the corrupt ref helped England make the final. All I'm saying is, yeah, it was a questionable penalty, but it was a penalty. He got the penalty, and I'm not complaining. Cross court by Paolini, up the line by Vekic. Ooh, the wind sort of swung that away a bit there. So Paolini takes the first one. TT Goom, hello, how you doing? Hi, sup chat. So just moving on to the next point. Paolini would love to try and get a break here. So 15 up. Backhand by Paolini, but it was slightly long or called long by the umpire. Goes up the line, forehand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic. Brilliant backhand up the line by Vekic on that one. I mean, she sent a brilliant second serve right onto the tee, really stretched Paolini out wide, and then just setting in on the return, was able to hit a brilliant backhand just to finish off the point. Okay, up in the air, it goes cross court. Slightly wide. It's a brilliant serve from Vekic. Really has a lot of power associated to it. Goes up the line, backhand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic. Catches Paolini out. Has no ability to actually see where that was going to go. Or at least had the assumption that it was going to be heading back that way across court, or very much to the other side of the court, and actually went back behind. Yeah, the McEnroe documentary is a very good one as well. I agree, Joseph. It's good to see that it was played in Australia. Up the line attempt by Vekic, quite wide of the service box. So Vekic goes for score. Backhand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini. Backhand drop shot. Ooh, Paolini just about gets to it. Oh, and then Vekic was able to hit a good backhand up the line. Paolini just about gets to it, but it's no control and just flies off willingly into the air. Very good point there. A little bit of tiki-taka on the arm when it comes to the net play. Tiki-taka when it comes to the net play. So on to the next one. So this is going all right. Certainly going all right at the moment. Good bit of play from both players. No players really. Oh, that was an excellent ace from Vekic right up the tee. Just solidifies that game. Passes the balls back over to the ball kids, who are sending it up to Paolini's side of the court. Well, it's good to see that both players have started very strongly here. It's always the concern when you get to a semi-final. You know, this is the Vekic's first semi-final. This is Vekic's first semi-final at the Grand Slam level, and Paolini. Okay, maybe not expect a level to drop there, but certainly, it's a big occasion in Wimbledon semi-final. That there could be a drop in the player's momentum. Forehand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, and it's long. It was a brilliant backhand. I will say, I do think that Vekic seems to have started a stronger player. Big up, James. Is football coming up? I think it's looking good. It's looking good to come home, Cedric. It is looking good to come home. Okay, Paolini goes down the line. Forehand by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Good forehand by Paolini. Little big swipe on that one to make it 15 all. I think that was the forehand Julian was referring to. Okay, so Paolini goes cross court, just slightly long, onto a second serve. Okay, so Paolini goes down the tee. Backhand, just too tight an angle placed on it by Vekic on that return and goes wide of the tram lines. So that is 30-15 to Paolini. No worries, Julian. No worries. Thanks. It's always those weird things where, where some streams are ahead of others. Some people are using the old-fashioned TV aerials, and all times can be different. And long of the baseline by Paolini. So that means, long of the baseline by Paolini. So Vekic is now 30-30. It's good to see. Good to see everyone saying hi in the chat. It's great. That's fantastic to see. And it's good to see Ghost has rocked up in as well. Watkins in the 90th minute. Absolutely fantastic. Eye of the needle shot. Couldn't ask for anything better. And used to be an Exeter City player at a club, and I watched him a lot at Exeter City. So very happy. Goes down the tee. Forehand by Vekic, but that just goes long. I think that had a let cord. Okay, so Paolini up in the air, goes down the tee, backhand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic. Nice cross court on there, just about stays in. Goes for the drop shot, but doesn't put enough on it. And it now is 40-30 to Paolini. So there was potentially chances wasted by Vekic in this service game. Of course, both players would like to get that early break. Okay, Paolini goes down the tee, forehand by Vekic, long of the baseline, and that was a much more comfortable service hold by Paolini than in the last service game, in which kind of twisted from one player to another. So a very good start here. Like I said, both players are playing fairly good levels of tennis. Little to no mistakes, and nobody seems to have a real drop in form, which, like we said, especially in the best of 3 set format, is always a concern that you don't want one of the players to have to come out much lower than the other in terms of performance levels. Just some stats that back this up. Serve 8.5 for Donna, 7.5 for Jasmine. Return 7.6 to 7.2. Forehand 7.8 to 8.5 to Jasmine there, and backhand 7.9 to Jasmine to 7.1 from Donna. So both players are coming out well, which is fantastic. Really fantastic to see on that one. And whilst we had a small break, it was also quite good to see, when talking tennis perspective, that we have reached over 9,000 subscribers for the channel, as you can see in the thing just below me there. I'm pointing down, over 9,000 subscribers. So we effectively we're about to get to the capacity. We certainly breached the capacity of the Margaret Court Arena. That was at 7,500, and we're steamrolling along our way towards 10,000, which is the capacity of the Grandstand Arena at the US Open. just to give that context. Once we go, okay, so Donna on a serve, goes down the tee. No such luck on that one there. So Donna goes down the tee. Oh, long. Okay, so no, there was a let call. Unfortunately, I've got the sound off, so it's I'm trying to judge it. Forehand by Paolini up the line, but it is long. She would have felt like she had a chance on that one. I will say the one thing, Paolini is still trying to work out how to figure out how to at least get some good controls on the Vekic serve. Vekic is serving fairly well at the moment. Even on the second serve. So Vekic goes cross court, backhand by Jasmine, forehand down the line by Paolini, cross court by Paolini, sorry, down the line by Vekic, forehand by Paolini. Just lands long on the baseline, so that makes it 30-love to Vekic. It's a good game here. Both players moving each other around. What we want to see. So on to next point. 30-love. Goes cross court. Forehand by Paolini. Gets it just about back, but Jesus Christ, Vekic on that forehand. God, she just swipes it back past Paolini. Absolutely leaving nothing on the table or on the court there when it comes to that point, or certainly when it comes to that hit. So 40-love here. So we're going to get a love service game. So Vekic, ball in the air, goes down the tee, slightly long. So we've got a second serve. Like I said, Jasmine's just not reading Vekic's serve that well at the moment. Could that play a factor as we approach the middle part of this set? Or very, very shallow return there from Paolini. Doesn't even reach the service line. And Vekic is able to run onto that ball, mid-court forehand, and swipes it diagonally with a forehand to get a winner. So after 19 minutes, we are sitting at 2-all. Joe's saying sledgehammer forehand. I completely agree. It was a sledgehammer of a forehand. It felt like the gravity hammer from Halo with the way in which she struck it. Okay, Jasmine goes up the tee. Forehand by Vekic, but doesn't bounce over. So she was kind of lucky there. The backhand by Vekic just hit the top of the net, and it just landed on Vekic's side. She just asked for it to be reviewed, but we can see the ball. Does Vekic play Halo? You never know. Vekic could play Halo. Does strike me as a potential Master Chief fan. Okay, Paolini tries to go cross court, just get a let call there, just luckily bounces in the box. So Paolini goes cross court again, backhand by Vekic. Oh, but this time it actually lands over. That's the second return of serve that's landed on the clipped the top of the net, and this time it actually went over the net onto Paolini's side. So it kind of balanced out. Goes saying, I don't like Vekic, and I don't really have a good reason for it. I suppose she reminds me of a military. Okay, okie dokie. Sorry to hear that. Backhand long there by Vekic. Yes. Gavin thinks she's more to Sims or Tamagotchi. Oh, that's a throwback. Gavin, that's a throwback. Tamagotchi. Okay, so Paolini, 30-15 up it. 30-15 up. Tries to go cross court, hits the net, so goes up the line. Forehand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini. Both players are adding everything to the ball there. Cross court by Paolini. Comes to the net, goes for a swipe. Forehand lob by Vekic. Paolini just about gets to it. Backhand down the line by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, backhand, forehand by Vekic. Paolini just about tries to get to it, but the drop shot was good enough by Vekic. 30 all. It is 30 all at the moment. Yikes, that was a point. Both players coming to the net, moving back, going for the lob, getting the drop shots in. The precision on that drop shot by Paolini, it was almost like a cricket batsman coming in and just getting ready to go. See, Paolini's not entirely happy with that one there because she wants the light to not keep on track. Good. Okay, so 30 all at the moment. So Vekic goes across court, just goes long of the serve line. Goes cross court again. Forehand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic cross court, backhand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic. So just hits the line by Paolini. Oh, but Paolini on the return, forehand into the net. And that sets up a break point for Vekic here. Break point for Vekic. Like I said, she seems to have started the match better, or certainly has come across as starting the match stronger than Paolini. All right, let's see what happens here. So Paolini, ball into the air, tries to go cross court. No real clearance on the net whatsoever on that one. Went out and just basically hit the net, didn't it? Goes cross court again. Backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic. Both players getting deep on the baselines. Backhand by Paolini, backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini into the net. And the first break of the match is completed. So that is Vekic 3-2 in the lead. 3-2 in the lead there for Vekic. I certainly would say on the form, or the way in which both players were playing, that has certainly seems like Vekic deserved the earlier break. That'd be interesting to see what Paolini does to try and counter that moving forward. So yeah, 3-2 to Vekic at the moment. I'm just going to try and keep an eye on some other matches to see how they're all progressing. Oh, damn. Okay, so the player I was watching out for in the juniors has unfortunately lost, which I was a bit annoyed about. Never mind there. So what we've got here, producer going to get a coffee, back in a minute. So yeah, like I said. Everyone seems to be people in the chat trying to work out what business Vekic seems to be running. But okay, on to the next bit, which is now we're on to service game here for Vekic. So they usually say a break isn't a break until you consolidate. Let's see if that is going to be true here. So Vekic, ball into the air, goes down the line. No help there by Paolini. Was called in. She has, though, by looks of it, challenged the ball. I think it was in. And it was clearly, I mean, that, I must admit, that's close to an Ostapenko style challenge on that one. Yeah, has a wry smile on her face, realizing how much of a clown she probably slightly looks for challenging that ball. So ball in there by Vekic, goes across court. No luck on that one there. Candle making is what people have gathered. Okay, Vekic ball into the air, goes down the tee. That looked long. Yeah, that was a double fault. Okay, so we start with an ace, and then we second one we get a double fault. One or the other in this scenario. One or the other. Gaming's asking who's winning. Vekic is winning 3-2 at the moment, Gaming. Backhand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic. Forehand to forehand. The exchange at the back of the court by both players, both adding everything they can to the ball, and it's a little bit too much there for Paolini. She fires it long on the baseline, and that makes it 30-15. Julian saying looks like a... Okay. So at the moment, Vekic is just looking good at the moment to try and hold serve. So it's box, ball into the air, goes across the court, just slightly long on the baseline. So on to a second serve. Ball up. In the box, backhand by, backhand long though by Paolini. She looked at it. Well, she looked at the chair umpire, but discussed 40-15 here. It's looking good. It's certainly looking good for Vekic to hold serve here to try and make it 4-2. So Vekic ball into the air, goes down the line, just slightly wide of the tee on that one there. He's just running on to get the ball, so onto a second serve. Ball up. Oh, double fault again. Yikey. I think it's like some of the nerves are starting to get to Vekic there. That's 2 double faults in this service game. Maybe the normative situation of trying to stay, get a good point into the lead in this match is just getting to it at the moment. Let's get a shot of the box. Okay, Vekic will not want to let Paolini back into this service game. This Vekic goes at the line, forehand by Paolini, forehand cross court by Vekic, forehand by Paolini. Way too much on that one. Not only did it loop up, it looped long as well. So that is 4-2 to Vekic. So half an hour is about to click on the clock, and we are at 4-2. So good start for the Croatian. Let's just get the sign to tell me that the coverage continues on BBC One if you're in the UK. Hopefully it won't cut me off watching it on my laptop. Okay, so it has cut me off. Why are you telling me about something? Sorry about this, everyone. I've now lost the tennis because the BBC have decided to show highlights, to show something else. There we go. Got it back again. I've got it back. Right. Currently 50. Sorry about that. Stream I was watching decided that actually it was going to tell me about what's happening in the doubles match, which is also important. It's great to see that Alfie Hewitt's doing okay. But I actually need to cover the match, which is on the title at the top or the bottom. Okay, cross court, forehand by Vekic, back forehand, bad forehand by Paolini. 30 love here. Or love 30 is the best way to describe it. Love 30. Oh, this is getting tricky. Okay, goes in the middle. Forehand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini, long by Paolini. Oh, it's all falling apart at the moment. It's all falling apart. This isn't good. Okay, 3 break points here. Cross court by Paolini, backhand by Vekic. Well long though. Yikey. Okay, so first the 3 break points have been saved by the Italian. Good job we've not got Mario here, otherwise it'd be very annoying. Paolini goes cross court, just slightly long. Had a good bounce to it though, but it was just long of a serve box. We've got the sun's shining now, which is lovely to see. Paolini goes cross court, forehand by Vekic on the line, just about stays in. Gets a good return backhand, forehand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic. Oh, into the net though with that forehand. I mean, it was very low to the ground. I will give Vekic that one, but geez, she'll feel like there was a bit of a missed opportunity there. So the 2 of 3 break points have been saved. Julian saying not good. Okay, so 30, 40. Paolini, ball in the air, goes in the middle. Forehand by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Or drop shot by Vekic. Paolini just about gets to it, but it is out, and we have the double break. It looks like the first set is going to be going to the Croatian of the way things are going. Julian saying Vekic, all business today, James. Very bad for Paolini. I agree. It just looks as though Paolini's been completely both out-muscled, but then also out-strategized. Most of the rallies seem to be going the way of the Croatian, not necessarily the Italian, which is something I did not think I was going to be saying today. Wow. Okay. This is something new. This is something. As I see, get a little shot of Vekic's nails, which are brilliantly coloured in green and purple, which is the colour scheme of the Olympics. That's the thing coming up next in 2 weeks' time of the Wimbledon Championships. So we're going to be getting ready here to see if Vekic can serve out the first set to try and make it at least 2-1. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if she could just do that. So Vekic has come out, just loosening up her arm motions at the same time. 7 for the set. Donna Vekic. I think she's just waiting for the crowd to get into position, or at least get themselves seated. So Vekic, ball in the air, goes down the tee. Oh, brilliant start. That's an ace on the line, on the tee line, perfectly. It is the Pokemon the Colours of Royalty goes to correct there, and she did make an appearance. Vekic goes cross court. Oh, I mean, the first 2 points, nothing you can do about that, Paolini. Ace down the tee for the first point, out wide for the second. Paolini only able just to scramble a part of her racket onto it as it frames wide. Vekic, next one. Goes down the tee again. But it's just about gets to it from Paolini, but it lands short. Goes across court, but Paolini just about reads it. Or drop shot by Vekic. Or Paolini just about gets to it, but on the scramble to get to it, hits the ball wide. 3 set points have been set up. Are they about to be taken? Paolini does not look happy. So Vekic getting herself set up into position. Ball up, ball down, away it goes, and the first set is won. That was a for somebody who is prone to nerves, that was a fantastic way of actually ending the first set there. No nerves whatsoever. Lots of first serves, strong positionings of the ball. Fantastic there from the Croatian as she takes the first set 6-2. Now I need to quickly shoot off. So give me one tick. Where has it gone? And we'll be back in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
There we go, and they've started back up incredibly quickly, actually. I expected it to be a longer break than that, as Paolini hits the net on a serve game just there. So we're now on to, it's currently 15, well, up 15 to Paolini. And we've got John here as well. It's going to be called Hit Subscribe.
Yes, my name is Hit Subscribe for today. Listen, I saw the first 6 games. I missed the last 2 because I was out getting coffee. That sort of went away from Paolini very quickly. I mean, one of the breaks of serve that she suffered, she did kind of get a bit impatient, I thought, on a forehand. It feels at the moment it's a bit more on Donna's racket, and I'm sure she'd be keen to get this done in straights. If Paolini can maybe make this a bit more physical, that's when Donna might start to suffer, but she's going to have to win a set first.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly does. It feels like it is on Donna's racket, which I'm quite surprised about, given the power that Paolini can possess. But this game here just shows it. It's just like a conductor at the back of the court. Like Paolini's going from one side of the court to another. It's basically going wherever Vekic puts her there. I mean, on that point there, Vekic just about loses the point, actually. He kind of hits it long, but that just kind of symbolizes how this game's sort of gone. Wherever Vekic wants to put it, Paolini's having to run to it. But it was actually in. Okay, so it'll be a replay of that point.
I'm going to pause my stream because I'm very lucky that I'm a few seconds ahead. Just so that way it's nicer when we're in sync. I've got Paolini about to serve at 30 all, if you want to talk us through.
I've got, so just got a shot of the coach, back to Paolini. She's just about to throw the ball in the air. She does so. Goes cross court, backhand by Vekic, forehand by Paolini. Cross court, what a forehand cross court by Paolini on that one there.
Have you got 30 all?
I now got 30 all, yeah.
All right, tell me when she's about to serve.
Okie dokie. Yeah, just getting a good shot of her go cross court forehand there by Paolini. That was excellent as a shot. Oh yeah, Donna just perhaps serves now.
Cool.
And then hits the net.
Yeah, second serve.
Second serve goes up the line. Forehand by Vekic down the line. Just in control, all but wild there by Vekic on that one there, unable to really get it into the onto the island.
Yeah, Paolini looks relieved there because she was kind of a bit defensive there and actually sort of gave Vekic a chance to attack, and Vekic just wasn't able to take that chance. Yeah, I mean, but don't forget, even one of Paolini's holds was like an 8-minute service game. I think it might have been the first game of the match, actually.
Yeah, it was.
As I see, Paolini does get on the ball for the second set. Yeah, so I mean, she was kind of under pressure on serve throughout. She
certainly has been. I mean, I think her second service game in the first set was a little bit more comfortable, but I think that was more down to the fact of Vekic making 2 or 3 unforced errors in that service game comparative to actually Paolini having major control.
Yeah. Just looking at some of these ground stroke speeds from Vekic here. 128 kilometers average is an average speed, 128 kilometers an hour on the forehand. Do you play tennis much, by the way, James?
Little bits here or there. I'm not great. Okay.
How is your forehand backhand? Is your forehand stronger?
I'd say my backhand's stronger.
Okay.
Bit Andy Murray-esque in terms of having
Andy
a stronger
Murray,
backhand. But my backhand's a one-handed backhand.
Oh, okay. Lorenzo Musetti is flying that flag at Wimbledon this year.
He is flying that flag at Wimbledon this year. He's doing it really well as well. I was really shocked. I was pleasantly shocked, but shocked nonetheless to see that he did beat Fritz yesterday. I kind of had penciled that in as Fritz beating him.
Me too, yeah. Yeah, so we've got 2 Italians in the semi-finals across the 2 sides, but yeah, neither of them are called Yannick Sinner.
It's bizarre. It's very bizarre that, you know. I mean, it just shows the usual comment from that is it just shows the strength and depth of Italian tennis.
Indeed.
That and both the men's and the women.
Lovely from Paolini.
It's a good deep one there. Cross court or lovely dink there. Perfect.
Just going to pause it another couple of seconds.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a lovely volley. I thought she was going to hit it out for a second. I mean, it wasn't easy.
It was a setup. It was the ball before the winner that really laid the groundwork for that point. Just the deepness of that backhand ball down the line.
But you can see that she's having to stretch for that volley a lot more than, let's say, Donna would because of her height.
Yeah.
So that volley just becomes a bit more difficult.
It is that sort of natural power that Vekic has compared to Paolini, who's having to really force it.
And we're going to see a double fault here from Vekic. So a little chink of light for Paolini. It doesn't feel like she's had many of those today.
Yeah, she had 2 after the game that she broke first time around.
Lots of people tuning in on YouTube. Please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Next stop, 10,000.
Got the line, forehand ball.
Ooh. Ooh, that net cord, very helpful for Vekic there.
That was very, very helpful on that one.
If you're watching on Twitter, you can also give us a retweet, and you can also even add a comment. Who are you supporting? What are you thinking? Well, I can tell you what the live chat people on YouTube are thinking in terms of who's going to win. They're pretty strong in the favor of Vekic. Of course, some of those votes might well have come in since she won the first set.
Trying to back the winner. That forehand was just long though by Vekic. Do you think on the side there'd be less double faults just because it's a more natural side for a right-handed player?
How Paolini would be desperate to get a break here. She's pushing. Oh, that was an unusual decision there. Was that Wimbledon semi-final decision making, as in like a little bit of pressure there? Because I know she went long on it, but for me, the obvious choice was to go down the line in the open court area. I think she almost outthought herself. And because she was thinking so much about it, she ended up erring completely. If I sound a little hoarse, it is because I got home at about 6:15 this morning.
Did you get the first train out of Dortmund then?
I mean, there's kind of trains intermittently throughout the night, but intermittently is the way, is the operative word or the key word, because, yeah, you know, you might miss one, then you got to wait another hour if you like. But, yeah, I mean, obviously I was at the match and that sort of finished 11. I didn't even leave the stadium till after midnight. Wonderful, wonderful backhand winner there. Yeah, and I took a leisurely scenic route home. Let's say that. I was in no hurry. I didn't have to work today, so.
Did you have tickets already? Or was that again?
I got my ticket yesterday. This time, more or less, this time yesterday, on the UEFA website. I mean, I was refreshing it all day. In fact, probably for about 2 days, I was refreshing that website. And as soon as I saw ticket become available, I just took it.
No, I mean, the atmosphere must have been absolutely incredible when Watkins scored that 90th.
I still haven't seen the penalty. Like, I've seen the penalty, the goal, but I haven't seen the decision. And I know a lot of people have been speaking about it, including yourself. Has that lob landed in? No, I don't think it has.
Oh,
I mean, that was a situation. It just went long. Yeah, so I still haven't seen the incident that caused the penalty. I was just about to, I just left my seat and was about to, and it was just like, oh, there's going to be a VAR review here. What's going on? I mean, that just sort of came from nowhere when we were in the stadium. And as I say, I saw the penalty itself because I stopped in my tracks as I was leaving my seat. And,
yeah, it was a weird one. It was so Kane went to go kick the ball to try, in the penalty box to try and do a strike and see if we can get it in. That sailed long, but then after he hit it, the defender's foot came into his as the defender was trying to block it. And generally, a lot of people were saying it shouldn't have been. It wasn't a penalty. Yada yada yada. But then obviously VAR decided that it should be looked at.
Indeed.
I mean, I did think it was reckless by the defender to have your foot going in like that. But at the end of the day, I don't really care because it was a penalty, it was scored, and we managed to equalise the game. So,
Paolini once again under a little bit of pressure here on her serve. A nice winner there from Vekic. I imagine she's pretty far up in the winners' count right now. And then a forced error there to make it 30 all.
Oh, you're still a bit ahead of me.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are tough moments for Jasmine. Hi, Ivana. Hit subscribe. I don't know if you speak English or not.
Nobody can understand us. Oh, that was a double fault though, and a chance here for Vekic to get an early break in the second.
Yeah. But yes, eye the needle stuff from Ollie Watkins as well. Break point here for Donna Vekic. And it's going to be a second serve.
Well, he's still ahead of me.
More good news. I'll sort of hold off my thoughts then for a second or two.
Cool. Okay, so second serve. Ball goes up, goes cross court. Backhand by Vekic. Backhand by Paolini. Forehand cross court by Vekic. Ball up there by Paolini. Back in the same place by Vekic. Catches Paolini out. Does it again. Oh, but was that long at the base? Was it called out? Was it called in?
It was out.
Called out.
Yeah.
Is she going to challenge it? Oh, that's a chance.
It was a big chance. I mean, she was on top of the rally from the first ball on.
Mm.
And she just needs to land that in because she's going to get an easy short ball afterwards. I mean, Paolini did well to defend it, really, given the momentum she had going in the wrong direction.
Did it with every fibre of a bean, and then the forehand backhand along there. Oh, I think the momentum from a potential break is now gone.
For now, she's staved it off. So, game point, Jasmine Paolini.
Goes up. Goes back. Oh, blooming hell, Donna. That's how you do it.
Good return.
Yeah.
Oh, Julian, thank you for doing the promoting here, by the way.
Thanks, Julian. 222 for total viewers. Excellent. Cross court by. Oh, drop shot. Gets it by Paolini. Oh, that was squash. That was like squash or badminton at the net there. Jeez.
I know. And it finished with a lovely, velvety, smooth touch from Jasmine Paolini, bringing a smile and a sigh of relief to Jasmine's face.
In an era of a lot of baseline ball bashing, it's always refreshing to see something like that.
Indeed.
Paolini goes, oh, that was excellent as well from Pat. Good raw to her box as well at the same time.
Yes, so a big hold there, Jasmine. She had to save a break point on the way.
She goes the long way to a chair as well, walking behind the umpire's chair and her own. the momentum of that raw just sort of carried her beyond where she needs to go.
What are you thinking about Rybakina in the second semi-final against
Bora Krejcikova?
Krejcikova, of course. Yeah. What are your thoughts there?
I mean, I think it'll be Rybakina, but I could see it being close, just because Krejcikova has a way against a lot of the top players of actually making it difficult. And I think she'll do the same against. She'll do the same against Rybakina, but I think this is Rybakina's slam almost, really.
Yeah.
But certainly with the players that are left, and the fact that she's has already won it one time before. Especially given the fact that Sabalenka, retained her title in Australia. Iga won her fourth French Open. She'll certainly be looking at Wimbledon to kind of stake her authority. And certainly we see it as a slam where she could state her authority as this is my backyard, this is my manor, not you've got yours, this is mine.
Yep. We will be bringing you Rebecca against Krejcikova. In fact, every singles match for the rest of the tournament, we will be bringing you on the channel. So make sure you tune in for all of those.
Up in there goes for score. Oh, perfect serve there by Vekic.
Yeah, Paolini's not making too much of an impression on the Vekic serve. I think she had 15-30 in the last game, but that's about as good as it's got so far.
Yeah, it's mainly been the mistakes of Vekic over double faults that have actually allowed Paolini any sort of headroom in a Vekic service game. It's been really dominant by the Croatian.
We will have Amy Lundy on the show later. We will be previewing the men's semi-finals. We were going to do it prior to the women's semi-finals, but in the end, we've postponed it to after. So if you keep up the back, we'll have the two women's semi-finals today, obviously Vekic, Paolini, and then followed by Rebecca against Krejcikova. And then after that, sometime this evening, will be Amy Lundy previewing the men's semi-finals.
That's pretty excellent. Yeah, Amy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few people like Steve Flink is always on my radar, but I decided not to bother him this time because he's at Wimbledon himself. So,
he's too busy enjoying it being there than
yeah. But he's someone who sort of puts it a bit like Amy and Gil Gross, those three, really, they all sort of put in 2 or 3 appearances a year. All very much appreciated. We had Gil on last week for last ball drops. I forget which day it was now. I know Iga was still in the tournament because both him and Vanch were like, I think it could be Iga's year.
Sorry, that's quite funny.
I'm sure Ghosty thinks it's funny. He's let's just say there were players that he prefers to Iga. I'm kind of neutral now. I like her. I like her personality. I like her. I think she brings a lot to the tour. The only thing is at the French Open, she always wins. So I do tend to end up supporting her opponents, but only because she's always winning.
We always like the underdog.
Yeah, like England. England against Slovakia. Plucky England.
Plucky England. Last second equaliser.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, very close to going out.
If we go on to win the tournament, after that moment will be looked at as the biggest what if potentially in international football.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure. So Vekic goes down the tee. No luck there. Julian saying Vekic is smelling blood here potentially. Goes down the tee again. Backhand by Paolini. Wide though by Paolini, so that makes it 40-30. Vekic looking to hold on to her serve here at the moment. Goes cross court. No luck on that one there, though.
Okay, so we've got a game point here now for Vekic.
Got Ghosty asking if it's coming home. I'm saying yes. Oh,
what a rally! What a rally!
Oh, jeez. I just caught the end of that bit there. Yeah, jeez, what a get by Paolini.
I love that rally because 1 minute you think Vekic is on top, then it was Paolini. I mean, that lob I thought was excellent from Paolini, but listen, Vekic with that backhand sort of reverse smash, if you know what I mean. I mean, it was more of a pat across the net, but it was excellent that then suddenly she was in charge of the point, but Paolini dealt with it so well. And as you say, right at the end, they're just stretching for that volley. bringing it to Juice. She still believes.
There is belief. Paolini is smelling an opportunity, certainly, to try and get a break. There's real opportunity here now, as that was a double fault.
Indeed. Julian suggesting that maybe Vekic is tightening up a little bit.
Feels a bit that way.
It's 4 double faults off her racket so far today. We've got a break point, Jasmine Paolini, who is just sort of muttering to herself. I remember seeing her do the same at the Billie Jean King Cup finals in Seville last year, and I asked her about that.
Oh, that's how you answer it, Donna.
A nod of the head from Pam Shriver, and we are back at Juice. We will have WTA Weekly on Monday evening, looking back on the women's side of the tournament, and we're going to have Mert. Now, Mert was the coach of Zeynep Sonmez for a couple of years. They've just recently parted company, but he's going to be on the show on Monday. Coach Mert looking back on the WTA side of things at Wimbledon.
There'll certainly be a lot of stories to talk about on that show as well.
Well, yeah, quite possibly. Will we see a maiden slam for Vekic or Paolini, or will we see slam number 2 for Rybakina or Krejcikova?
Back out. Oh, drop shot. Oh, that's a bit of a bad drop shot, to be honest, though. That was quite a terrible drop shot, to be honest, actually.
Yeah.
No disguise. Really high in the air.
Yeah. So Paolini easily chases that one down, and we're back to Juice.
I think that shows a little bit of tightening by Vekic, to be honest. I don't think in the first set she would have done that. She would have happily continued to rally and would have probably set that backhand down the line instead, just trying to cut the point short there by just going for a drop shot. That was a very good serve, just to make it advantage.
So game point here, Donna Vekic. It's been excellent serving from her on some pretty big points in this game that has got her out of trouble. And it's another one.
And it continues on that one. That was an excellent serve out wide. Paolini gets something onto it, but only actually doesn't. The sails it wide of the tram line.
Yeah. I was surprised that with the ease with which Paolini dismissed Navarro as well. I actually took Navarro to win that.
Do you think with that one, it could have been a classic, such a big win in the previous round for Navarro that the level just dropped for the second?
Maybe. But she'd had another couple of big wins. I mean, Navarro gone through Schneider and Osaka as well. So I was actually getting carried away with those 3 wins, thinking, and obviously with Coco Gauff as well. Just watching this rally here. Is Paolini going to be lobbed? No, she's not, because Vekic has gone long. 15 love. I prefer England to win, Snehill, unsurprisingly.
If we can do something like 4 or 5-0, that'd be very nice.
Yeah, if we can be 3-0 up at half time and then we can relax, that would be nice, rather than the roller coaster like it was last night or against Slovakia or Switzerland.
Yeah, I mean, even last night when it was 1-1, like in the 70s, it's like, I know we're playing better, but I really don't like the fact that all it would take is just one goal from one shot.
That was England's best performance of the tournament, though, by some distance, I think. It probably helps that you're playing a team that are coming at you a bit more, so there's a bit more space.
Yeah, and that will probably help them for the Spain match, is the fact that they will be coming at England as well.
And of course, England have been behind. Oh, look at this passing shot from Donna Vekic.
That's nice. You may have to pause it again, John. You're still 2 seconds ahead, but wow.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I've not paused it. My plan is to not react like I just did then. That's my plan. But yes. So a chink of light now for Vekic on the Paolini serve.
Oh, you say chink? It's the net. Jeez. Oh. Are these chances going to come back to haunt the Croatian?
Ghosty, if you want to go full Spanish on my name, it's Juan Seda. Seda is silk in Spanish. And if you want to go full German, my name is Johann Seider. Seider is silk in German. Ooh, jazzy, jazzy.
I know my name in Spanish is either James or Jaime.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of both, because James is a name that you'll see in Latin America, but you won't see it so much in Spain. And so, yes, Spain would be Jaime, most likely. But I mean, but you've had there's a few Jameses in Latin America. They've just taken on the English name, if you like, because there's a huge American influence across Latin America. And I don't know who influenced Donna Vekic on that forehand. Maybe Coco Gauff, because it was not executed very well. Sorry, Coco.
That was poor.
I mean, it sounds like cider, and exactly, it's pronounced just like cider, but it's spelled S-E-I-D-E. So Jasmine off the hook for now. Jaime, I think his younger brother is Snehil. Could let that bounce. But it doesn't matter, I think, because Jasmine has Paolini's gone long with that backhand. So we're going to have another break point for Donna Vekic.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
Pained expression here on the face of Jasmine Paolini.
Putting herself into trouble after trouble. Okay, yeah, goes to the line. Oh, just the
So that serve helped her a bit there. Or maybe it was more the inability to return from Vekic. The poll right now is very heavily in favor of Donna. If you're watching on YouTube, please do click that subscribe button. It really does help. Oh, Donna's going to challenge this, I think. At least she put the racket in the air.
It looked in to me.
Really? Okay.
What are you going to say? Because you know what's happened.
I do know now, yeah. I do know now. I didn't.
Oh, it was close.
It was close, yeah. Very close, but no cigar on this occasion. So, game point, Jasmine Paolini. And now. Ooh.
There we go.
So, Paolini holds.
Holding on.
Another huge hold from Jasmine. But again, it's never easy for her on her serve. I mean, as I said, in the first set, she had that very lengthy service hold. Excuse me. Hey, Ashley.
Your cough is as good as mine there, John.
Yeah. Yes, maybe the exertions of last night, though, are to blame. I see Rafa's already in Bastard, getting ready for the 250 next week.
He seems to have pulled out the entirety of the town to go to the local tennis court.
Yeah, have you seen that picture that I'm now about to share?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video clip as well that the Borstad Twitter feed put out on their system, and it was just like, yeah, everybody is watching him play.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame that Yannick has pulled out that tournament.
Yannick has pulled out, has he?
Yeah. Yannick pulled out of Bush.
I mean, obviously, going so deep at Wimbledon. I mean, if he was in the final, he definitely would have pulled out, possibly the semis as well. But I guess going deep, plus the fact that he was struggling with a few physical elements in that match, I guess made that inevitable in the end.
Yeah, it was probably something in which he probably didn't expect. When he signed up to the event, he probably didn't expect his ability to go deep in Wimbledon to be a potential, or certainly would have felt that he wouldn't have had such deep runs at tournaments beforehand. I mean, I must admit, I was quite surprised he chose Borstad over Hamburg. Just because a lot of because when it was a Masters event years ago, he played a lot there, and he also won it in 2015 Hamburg on the recovery. So I was kind of half expecting him to choose
maybe,
Hamburg,
but there could be cash involved.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is also probably down to how much money he's going to get.
Vekic looking pretty comfortable on serve here.
I'll tell you something. Talking about cash, it seems like certainly the Gestad draw seems to be falling apart a bit.
Who else has pulled out?
A lot of players seem to be pulled out of Gestad. So on the pull-out list, Perkac has pulled out, De Minaur's pulled out, Tommy Paul's pulled out, and Jarry's pulled out.
Jarry's pulled out as well, has he?
Yeah, so it now means that Tsitsipas looks like he's going to be the top seed with Humbert as the second, and then Auger Aliassime, Etcheverry, and then you've got Struff. Berrettini as the sixth seed, Fanini as the seventh, and then Radwanka, who's 95 in the world, being the eighth seed there.
Because it looked stacked, like at the outset, but
you look at them
stacked in terms of top 10. Isn't Casper Ruud playing? I guess isn't Casper Ruud playing that tournament?
No, he's down for Borstad. Given the Nordic connections of Sweden and Norway.
Oh, I'm getting my Stads confused.
Yeah, Borstad, Sweden, Gustad, Switzerland, and Hamburg, Germany.
Got it. Yes, there's three. So there's two 250s and Hamburg's a 500.
Yeah, and also there's a 250 in Newport happening on the same week as well.
Oh, on grass. Yeah, welcome to tennis, ladies and gentlemen. Comfortable hold there for Donna. And that's kind of been the pattern of the match, really. Jasmine hanging on to her serve and Donna comfortably holding.
It's a bit disappointing just thinking about Newport, because both Newport and Atlanta this is their final years on the calendar. And unfortunately, they're kind of sandwiched in this sort of slot of it being the build up to the Olympics. So most players that try and maybe spend a lot of money on to try and come to the tournaments, choosing to play events instead.
Yeah. Yeah, so Rybakina's favourite, right, to beat Krejcikova?
Yeah, I would say that. I think it could be like 3 sets, but I certainly would have Rybakina winning that match.
I mean, there is...
good. God, John, sorry.
No, it has some French Open vibes right now at this tournament, just in that, Rybakina now looming large, a bit like Iga does at the French Open, in that once Iga got through Naomi Osaka, it sort of felt like, okay, Iga's probably going to do this without dropping another set. And it does feel like there's a bit of a gap between Rybakina and the rest of on this surface. Now, that doesn't mean that she can't lose a tennis match. Anyone can lose a tennis match, but, you know.
Or in the case of Rybakina, pull out of the tournament, quite unexpectedly.
Oh no, you're about to see something from Jasmine.
Oh, geez, wow.
That overhead.
That looked more like I think
one of the worst you'll see this year.
It looked a bit more like a cricket shot in terms of trying to hit it for 6 than actually hit it for 4.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly landed in the bucket though.
That would have been a consolation.
Did you get like 10 points for that?
Yeah. So once again, Paolini under a little bit of pressure here on her serve at 15:30. Good return there from Donna.
Oh, backhand, forehand. Oh, no, just too much angle.
Yeah, it was a good angle.
And no height either as well.
Okay, so.
Well, I know what you mean about what you said about Rybakina. It just does feel like if she plays well and doesn't end up getting a bizarre injury, then she should be picking up the Venus Rosewater dish on Saturday.
Yeah. Nick will be bringing us the commentary for the women's final on Saturday. We've got the men's final with Eddie and probably one or two others. Of course, the men's final falling on the same day as the Euro 2024 final, albeit I think there should be several hours between the two. I remember in 2021, Berrettini losing in 4 sets to Novak, comfortably enough time to get to the final at Wembley. Because he was there with Tom Janovic at the final in 2021. Remember when that was the romance of tennis?
My hope is reverse engineering it, is that if Carlos is in the final, that he wins Wimbledon, and then that means that Spain will lose the Euros.
Yeah.
Whereas, when Berrettini lost at Wimbledon, Italy won the Euro.
Yeah. Oh, no, because he had a good day, because with Italy winning, sorry. Yeah.
So you see my thinking?
I see where you're going with this. Right, game point now for Jasmine Paolini, again in a dogfight on her serve. But she's a fighter. But Donna's going to make her work because she can attack that serve. However, Jasmine Paolini has held from juice once again.
Looks over a box with a determined look. What do you think about Fritz winning the US Open? Not a possibility.
I wouldn't 100% rule it out, but I think there's a couple of obstacles there. One is that there's on a hard court, you've just got more competition. You would, because Novak and Carlos and Yannick are always going to be there. Plus, then you bring Daniel Medvedev into the fray, and I know he's in the Wimbledon semi-finals, but we know he's a much bigger threat on the hard courts. And then you just bring everyone into play. There's a few players that obviously, like Casper, for example, we know excel on the clay, but there's just more obstacles for him, I think. And there is a second thing with Taylor. I'm still not sure about his nerve. I'm not sure about pressure moments. When he's the favorite, for example, in matches like yesterday, up a set and a break. Does his mind wander to potential semi-finals at Wimbledon? There's still that question mark for me. I think it was a mental issue that he had in those two matches against Rafa and Novak over 5 sets in Australia and Wimbledon in 2022. Maybe 2021 was the against Novak at Australia. Again, it looked like Rafa won that match mentally as much as his racket that day at Wimbledon. Anyway, We've had a reasonably comfortable hold for Jasmine Paolini, which is refreshing from her perspective.
Ash, I'm looking to see if you can just get a break here. Forehand. Oh, that's long though by Paolini, and she was in the rally there.
Yeah, she's annoyed at herself with that one.
I think everyone in the chat would like to see a Musetti Medvedev final for the men's.
I'm here for an M&M. I'm here for an M&M.
I doubt it's going to happen. I think we're probably down for a repeat of last year's final.
Yeah. Which was my bracket. I had Carlos against Novak in the final. I had Carlos beating Yannick in the semis.
My bracket's fallen apart because I had Sinner versus Hurkacz.
Sinner, I totally understand. Hurkacz, I guess, was your big bet, if you like. And who knows, if he doesn't get injured, maybe. The problem with Hurkacz is he had a pretty tricky run. I mean, he played Artifice, but he also would have had to have gone through De Minaur and Novak just to get to the semis.
Yeah. I just based on, he just seemed like I felt like he would have done it this year, but the injuries really scuppered that.
Well, that drop shot didn't work, Donna.
Luckily, she was 30 love up at the time, so it's not too much of a disaster.
Not yet.
I had Rybakina winning the women's, so I'm still on for.
My women's winner was done before the tournament even began, and it wasn't Azarenka.
Is it the other Belarusian?
Indeed. I picked her knowing that the shoulder was an issue because when I picked her, did she miss that forehand? I thought that landed in.
I did too.
Just missed the forehand there. So it's 30 all.
Neil saying, now that James has Hurkacz Sinner as finals, I can clearly see why he wants Carlos to beat Novak in the final. I never said who I want to win the final yet, Schneider.
I think he's just thinking about he's obviously not thinking about what you were saying about England and Spain.
To be honest, I would want Carlos to win that final anyway.
Yeah. Game point here for Donna Vekic.
Oh, and holds just there. So 4-4. We're at the business end of the set. We either could be potentially 2 games away from going into a third, or 2 games away from Vekic heading to the finals.
I don't really remember many break points that Vekic has had to save today.
I don't think she's had to save any, has she?
I can have a look.
Oh, maybe 1. I think just 1. I think I remember that.
Okay.
John's about to test my long-term memory to see if I'm right or not.
I'm going to have a look just a second, yeah. 4 games all.
Oh, first point there, Kitch. Straight to it. Paolini is not hanging around.
Yeah, she had 1. She had 1 break point. You're right.
Oh.
Donna hanging on here in this point, defending for her life.
Absolutely defending for her life. Cross court, all. Oh, it just lands out there for Vekic, a 15-all.
Indeed. Paolini was up in the serve, but with every defense or successful defense from Donna, it sort of cranks up the pressure on Jasmine in a way to finally win the point, but she does in the end. Yeah, so the stats in terms of break points today is Jasmine has won 0 from 1, and Donna has had 8 chances, 8 breakpoint opportunities.
Yikes. And only converted 2.
And only converted 2, yeah.
Ashley's doing her best to sort of give a come on to Jasmine. Backhand. Oh, drop shot.
Is that going to land in? It is. What a point! What a point!
I think you're 2 seconds ahead of me again still, John.
I know, but I'm not telling you who's won the point. I'm not telling you who's won the point.
30-15 Paolini. I mean, I didn't expect Vekic to sky it like that.
That lob was really good, and I thought Jasmine is really in huge trouble. And my thought was, get your racket on it and just pray. And it landed in. And then Donna had a fairly easy smash that you would imagine she puts away 9 times out of 10. But today was the 1 out of 10, and she's put it out.
Cool. It's just going to turn into an easy hole for Paolini as it's currently standing.
40-15 now, yeah. Yeah, from love 15, and then also 30-15 during that rally. You know, 30 all, and suddenly you're staring down the barrel. And a good serve there from Jasmine Paolini.
Yeah.
Wow. Serve bot Paolini. It's probably more serve spot, I think, just in terms of the fact that she has to hit her spots, really.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're about an hour and 20 minutes into this match.
Hour and 24.
Hour and 24, is that okay?
Give us Fisher thing.
I mean, if we go 3 sets.
Helio Bar and Patton are a break up against Skovsky and Venus for all those doubles fans out there.
We will have a doubles show next week with the Tennis Tribe boys. I think the plan is to do it on Tuesday.
It's been a good tournament for Helio Patton. I think that's their doubles name is Helio Patton in terms of when people put their names together.
Carlos Alcaraz has been spotted wandering around Hyde Park today.
Good that he's wandering around on his day off.
Getting out and about, yeah.
Getting out and about.
I guess he was practicing this morning. I would imagine he'll practice a bit and then wander a bit.
He's not really that well. He trains, but he has like small little intense training sessions and doesn't really spend too much time on court, does he? Outside of,
I mean, I'll probably have an hour. I mean, don't forget, he's of the 4 semi-finalists. Has he spent the most time on court? Quite possibly.
I think he has, yeah, because he's got himself embroiled in.
He might well have dropped more sets anyway. Let me have a look. Maybe Medvedev also with that 5-setter he had yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was. Let's have a quick look. How many sets they've dropped en route at least? So Medvedev 2. Of course, Medvedev had a walkover with Dimitrov, so his time on court would have been aided and abetted by that one. Medvedev has dropped 4 sets en route. He had a 4-setter with Muller, a 4-setter with Struff, and a 5-setter with Sinner. So that's 4 sets dropped from him.
What was I remember? It was
1, 2. Oh, same. So Alcaraz has also dropped 4 sets as well.
I remember, what was it? It was that Australian Open where he played over 24 hours on court before the final.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts.
Djokovic's time on court has been pretty minimal, obviously, the walkover against De Minaur. Oh, by the way, interesting moments here on the Vekic serve.
Yeah, she's 30 love down. Paolini 2 points away from potentially taking the second set.
Yeah. But that good serve will help her. 15-30.
She is not giving up.
No. So Vekic is serving 15-30. Still 2 points from winning this set is Jasmine, which felt like a long way off most of this match. Really.
Now 1 point away from winning this set.
Indeed, indeed.
Now
And
1
look at her
point.
box.
Is this where all those chances that Vekic has had on Paolini's serve are they about to come back to bite her on the bum?
Indeed. 8 breakpoint opportunities Vekic has had, but she's only managed to take 2 of them. Now, Paolini, can she strike?
Right, what's going to happen?
Oh, look at that first serve. Look at this
that-
first serve, James. Yeah,
Just to
wild.
see that. That is wide.
Mhm.
Okay, ball in the air. Backhand by Paolini, forehand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini. Oh, Vekic comes to the net by Paolini, and it's away. And the second set goes to the Italian.
Wow, Jasmine Paolini, take a bow.
Talk about taking your chances. What did we say? Only 1 break point she's had in the entire match, and on the second one, she get able to take it away.
Friend of the show. And we're going 3.
We're going the distance on center.
And we've got 62 people watching on YouTube right now. Please do hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, click subscribe. It helps us bring you more content like this. Please do so. So, second set summary stats there. 3 aces from both players. You'd imagine that Paolini's quite happy with that parity there. Getting her first serves in 72%. She's probably going to need to keep doing that because second serves can often get eaten up for breakfast. Vekic is only winning 36% of her second serves.
That's
which
not
is
good.
Pretty low. But that was a nervy end to that set from Donna. I'd make Jasmine favorite right now, and that just changes in 1 point. That changes just 1 point.
I agree. I think going into this one, she's got the momentum.
I just feel mentally momentum. The 2 M's, Musetti and Medvedev, different M's. I just feel that, yeah.
I just love the fact of how her mum goes from looking so cool to in jubilation in like
elated, isn't she?
half a second.
Yeah. Oh, we just gained a subscriber, perhaps from my little promo, helping us get that. Because like something like 60% of people that tune in are still not subscribed. See Michael Stich on my TV, of course, 91 winner.
You got Michael? Oh.
On my TV, yeah, because I've got German Amazon Prime. I've got the coverage. You'll be watching on BBC, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting a clip of Alfie Hewitt winning his quarterfinal match to get to the semis in the wheelchairs.
We will, of course, have a wheelchair roundup next week as well.
He's got his shoulder quite badly strapped up, Alfie, but he's still coming through the tournament.
Okay.
And a shot of Neeson Zielinski and Pei Shuixing and Marion Townsend but they're currently deep in the first set for the mixed doubles match. Right, just showing as well, Heliovara and Henry Patton still a break up against Skupski and Venus on court 1.
Okay, cool.
Skupski and Venus coming in with a real reign of form, winning both Queens and also Eastbourne.
There we go, Jasmine Paolini. Very much in this match now. I just think that she's enjoying this. I mean, I think she's enjoying it. She's enjoying the runs in Paris and in Dubai and now here at Wimbledon this year. And that helps in the pressure moments. You know, smiling Paolini. I think I saw a headline on the Wimbledon website today. And she's got every reason to smile now as we go to the third set. And like I said, I think physically that you know, she'll throw in a drop shot, she'll throw in a lob, she'll make Donna run left, right, and center. And I think that might help.
She's muttering to herself a lot. I can see that the commentators would be Ash Barty if we did have that turned on.
This is from last night, just after England scored, I think. Yeah, that's not centre court.
Be very surprised if centre court ever sounded like that. Well, I think also we went up by another viewer, by another subscriber there, John. It now says
Yeah, I saw that one ticking over.
9022.
TT Cobb, you cheeky monkey. So yeah, Donna been off court now for quite a while.
She's obviously really trying to compose her thoughts. She's somebody whose mental state can spiral from point to point.
Yeah, and physically too. I've seen her in she's had a few 3-setters in this tournament and she's come through them. So she's certainly doing a great job at Wimbledon. But I remember the physicality of a match she had at the French Open against Danilovic, and it felt like Olga was winning that one physically. And similarly with a 3-setter I saw Donna have at Rosmalen recently against Greek Minnen, 7-5 in the third.
Well, she's back.
Yeah.
Head things going on.
Okay, so third set incoming. 7 minutes since the last point. Jasmine Paolini will serve first. How important will that be? That depends on whether she can hold serve or not. If Donna can regain that composure, and she may well do, given that lengthy break.
That's how you start, though, Donna.
Exactly, yeah. Roland here asking how our brackets are looking. Is that because, Roland, your bracket is looking good? Is that why you're asking? Or are you just genuinely curious? I'm wondering if Roland had Musetti in his semi-final, for example.
You would have been called damn foolish at the start, but, fair point.
I had a semi-final lineup of Carlos against Yannick and Novak against... Who did I have? I think I might have had Taylor Fritz, actually, at the beginning of the tournament.
I had, and I probably got carried away because with what happened in Stuttgart. I had Draper in the semis. Yeah.
Yeah, I did get you, Roland. Oh, okay, yeah. So he did have Musetti. He's had Musetti against ADM.
ADM?
Alex de Minaur, yeah.
Oh.
And it could have... I mean, he went before he pulls out injured yesterday. Your semi-final lineup, which is pretty ambitious, I would say having Medvedev there is ambitious, and having Musetti and de Minaur definitely ambitious. And who's in your final, Roland? Did you have ADM in the final? By the way, Roland is from the Netherlands, so we've got this whole English-Dutch dynamic living on right now through the live chat.
How did it go for you last night, Roland? Score. Donna's putting everything in his shots.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to have a break point for Donna Vekic.
That was that you could feel Vekic putting everything into all of those shots. Break point for Vekic. This would just reset the momentum if she could get this point.
Look at Jasmine just running from side to side there. I'd love to know how many kilometers she's run today.
It's a bit like circuit drills.
Indeed, yeah.
I say that as somebody who was terrible at them.
Second serve.
Yeah, it goes cross court, backhand cross court, backhand again up the line. Oh, and she de-accelerates on the forehand into the net.
30 unforced errors now from Donna.
That was on your racket.
Yeah. Indeed it was. But there we go. We're back to juice, or we're at juice, sorry. Paolini maintaining this run of just always being under pressure on her serve. You had Paolini in your semi-final, Roland. I mean, Andreeva went out in the first round, but...
That's ballsy.
Yeah, it's still... I'm picking Paolini as well. I know she's had a good year, but I didn't see this sort of form on the grass, and now she's going to have to stave off another break point, and it's going to be a second serve. The previous point, by the way, was won with a Vekic meaty return.
We're in the danger zone here. Can Vekic finally get over the line? Forehand, backhand. And she does. She's got Paolini into the net.
It's an unforced error this time from Paolini on the forehand side. Paolini had a semi-short ball that was attackable, and I think the decision to attack it makes sense, but she didn't execute. And she hits it into the net, and Donna Vekic has drawn first blood in this third set, so she's up an early break, but a long, long way to the finish line just yet.
Yeah, there's still a lot of tennis to be played between now and when the umpire calls game, set, and match.
Did anyone see this coming from Vekic? No, I think it was a year ago when it was a bit more. It was a bit more of a thought for me. Like she got to the Berlin final. You know, she went into Wimbledon. I think she had a 3-setter with Sloane Stephens, maybe in the first round, but she came through that. And I know somebody, I'm not sure if it was Jack or if it was maybe Nick, but somebody put her in their Wimbledon final last year. And it was a wild pick, but it was from that half of the draw with Iga in it that did appear wide open. It's the one where I had Kudermetova getting to my final last year. And in the end, we had Vondrousova getting to the final from that half, to tell you just how wild that half was. But no, so I didn't see it this year. Didn't see it this year. She was in much better form for me last year, was Donna.
Oh, I challenged that. That looked in. It's not challenging. I'm surprised. That looked in to me. Down the line. Out there goes. Vekic 30-15. 40-15, really good at the moment for Vekic on the serve here. Excuse the potential of maybe a little bit of nerves, but that hasn't played out.
Indeed. Yeah, that's an ambulance here. It's not for me, though, Julian.
For the Dutch defence last night.
Still, we're back to 40-30, or at 40-30. Okay. Still a game point here for Donna. I mean, Paolini grabbed that. It was a smash and grab, really, that second set win. Just took her opportunity as soon as it arrived. And the Donna Vekic serve. Probably it's the difference between the two players today is that you just have a bit more confidence in Donna on serve.
It really is it's a real good free, you get a ton of free points from that, which just makes it so much easier.
I'm not sure what these emojis mean. Maybe it's like, don't talk about the Netherlands against England anymore. We'll see. I can't promise, Roland. I can't promise that we'll get through the rest of this match because it could be another half an hour yet or even longer. Mind you, Vekic winning the first point on Jasmine's serve here. And it's going to be a second serve for Donna to look at as well.
Yeah.
And I've
the last thing Paolini wants to do is to go double breakdown.
Right, and it's a good return from Donna. But she errs on the forehand, much to the relief of Paolini. 15-all.
Oh, long by Paolini.
Yeah, 15-30.
Birdie.
Forehand return for Donna. And from the return, she's kind of in charge of the point, but she dumps a backhand into the net for another unforced error off the racket of Donna Vekic, 30-all. From here, I guess we are looking at a repeat of last year's men's final, right? You're tipping Carlos and Novak to get there, right?
I am. I think we are going to see history repeating. Well, certainly history repeating itself in terms of the finalist lineup.
Well, also, if Carlos does make the final, it'll mean that he's going to go through Medvedev again because it was a Medvedev semi-final last year at Wimbledon.
It was. I mean, I suspect he will. I mean, I think Sinner would have got for him if he weren't for the fact he was ill yesterday.
Paolini's going to challenge this, but it's bad news for her. It is out, so it's a break point for Donna Vekic. Do you want to talk us through this point? As I'm slightly ahead of you.
Good idea. Good idea. Okay, so Paolini, ball into the air, goes cross court, backhand by Vekic. Oh, it just landed on the. Oh, it's been. I felt like it landed on the line. We'll see. It
was close. No, I don't think she's challenging. Oh, she is challenging. Yeah. No, she's not. No, she's not challenging. Juice.
Why wouldn't you challenge that?
Maybe someone I mean, sometimes you get communication with the teams. Sometimes the team will. I mean, the team is at the other end of the court, so it's unlikely on this particular point.
Yeah,
but it's something we see a bit more now, where the team will say, "No, don't challenge it," or definitely do challenge it.
To me, that looked in, but now Paolini's advantage on the serve.
I often look at the player's reaction, particularly the one who's right on top of the ball, and I could see that Paolini seemed, she knew it was, or she felt it was out. And now Paolini's coming in to attack this forehand, and she holds. Again, it feels like another big hold for Jasmine, but they all feel like that at the moment. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a quick look at Nick's pre-tournament power rankings.
Number 10, Miranda Draper. Number 9, Madison Keys. Number 8 is Victoria Azarenka. Number 7, Marketa Vondrousova. Number 6, Ons Jabeur. Number 5, Jessica Pegula. Number 4, Coco Gauff. Number 3, Iga Swiatek. Number 2, Arina Sabalenka. And number 1, Elena Rybakina.
Just bobbing on a little bit.
Those power rankings are fair, except maybe Azarenka was probably a little bit high, and maybe Madison Keys a little bit low. I understand Vondrousova being there. I mean, despite her lack of form, really. But you've got to put her in there somewhere as the reigning champ. But she had a pretty miserable defense, obviously, going out in the first round. First women's singles champion to go out in the first round since
Yeah.
Steffi Graf. I did sort of hold off there, but I couldn't resist.
You said like, you know, you said it as though it was a question. So I was like,
I sort of did, but you're gonna have to be quick, James, or I'm just gonna blurt it out.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think it was 94 or 95.
I mean, what does that? It's a good question, actually. What does that do to her live ranking? Because that's a chuck of points to just throw away.
Yeah, I'm sure she's out the top 10 now.
17 in the world now.
Yeah.
And that's dependent on actually it could go even lower if Vekic or Kuchikova win their matches.
Okay. Are they just below her? Are they?
Well, yeah, the Kuchikova is currently at live ranking 18th. A win today would take her above her and take her into 14th in the world. And Donna Vekic, a win would take her above Vondrousova to 16th in the world, or 7th, 15th in the world, actually. Yeah, because Ons also drops down to 15th as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Ostapenko challenge is being mentioned in the chat. Very funny. I don't know if you know the one that he's talking about, James.
Yeah, they couldn't pan the Hawkeye camera out far enough to show where the baseline was.
Yeah. Donna here, very comfortable on serve at the moment.
Oh, just rolling through a service game at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you want to do really is just roll through yours and get back to putting the pressure on your opponent.
I'll be back in 1 month.
Sure. I think, yeah, Rybakina has to be the one who's going to save it, Julian. I agree. Otherwise, Nick's going to feel a little bit silly. But he generally does. He's very, very well. And this has also been a very bizarre tournament. 3-1 to Vekic. So she is halfway home in this set. Halfway home. Done a very good service game. Can't saying I don't watch much tennis, but I've got $49 on Paolini. Right, okay, so you really need Paolini to start pulling something out the bag pretty quickly. Paolini goes down the tee, backhand by Vekic, backhand by Paolini, forehand, forehand, forehand again. Paolini's just trying to control the point. Backhand, a bit of loop on it. Oh, and long by Vekic, long by Vekic. And that is a brilliant serve right down the tee by Paolini. Christian saying, Donna, love heart. I think we know who Christian wants to win. Cross court, forehand by Vekic, cross court, forehand by Paolini. Up the line by Vekic, perfectly placed on the line. Just had enough loop on that one to make it 30-15. I would say Vekic would love to get a double break here, would love to get that double break just to give her that insurance, get herself a little bit closer to the home line. Paolini, they're just doing their best to hang on and hope that a mistake comes off the Vekic racket. Oh, Vekic goes for the smash, lands perfectly, and that makes it 30 all. So it was 30 love to Paolini. It is now 30 all. A little bit more like that. You certainly say the spectators are getting their money's worth. With the first semi-final of the match, but the first semi-final match today. Goes down, attempt to go down the tee by Paolini, hits the net, second serve, a chance here for Vekic to get a chance. To get a chance. Forehand, just clips the net, sliced by Paolini, cross court by. Oh, brilliant forehand cross court by Paolini. Perfectly placed on that one. Cross court, no luck. So Paolini here looking to make it 3-2. Paolini goes cross court or into the net. So we're at juice. Still muted, John.
Off mute, thank you. Some new people in the chat. I see Christian and I see Carp. Please do hit that subscribe button. Trying to get us to 10K as soon as we can. Paolini here again, and a juice game on her serve. It feels like deja vu.
All over again. Oh, and then Vekic not making the most of these opportunities again.
Indeed. Let's see. I mean, she's broken 3 times now, but how many? She's had 3 from 11. She's broken 3 from 11, and Paolini's broken 1 from 2. This is a pretty cool point. Oh, and a very cool point, especially if you're Jasmine.
Oh. That was such a casual way to just put that racket to go across court.
Good hold indeed.
He's hanging on to the coattails, and given that Vekic can sometimes really falter when it gets deep into potentially winning a match, this is the best position that Paolini can potentially be in, given the circumstances.
Yeah, so 3-2 over to you, Donna. 3 service holds away from a Wimbledon final. She is inching closer, but I just think there could be another twist in the tail yet.
Very well. Who's he on the phone to?
Who's on the phone?
The umpire.
Oh.
I think somebody's called the trainer.
I think it will be Donna, by the way. Is
that your gut feeling?
Yeah.
Well, she's guzzling water like there's no tomorrow. Pam standing up.
No, she's going to go back. She's not going to have the trainer. Good to see the roof out and the sun out in London today.
Yeah, I mean, Wimbledon's pretty much become an indoor tournament. The last few days. They said on the BBC earlier today they got through 106 matches yesterday.
Okay.
And they plan to get through 101 today.
Okay, 15 love already on the Donna Vekic serve.
Oh, that's how you start.
Indeed.
Lock in and go. I mean, this is almost like the weird position to be in it when it comes to, certainly when it comes to a game, is that you get that first break in that first game of the third set, and you know that if you just hold from here, you're going to win the match. But it's such a long road.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Paolini is as fresh as a daisy. She's scuttling across the court. No issues there. She's fine. You're going to need to be a little bit more than fresh as a daisy to win this match, but it will help. 15 all.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. It's a good return from Jasmine. It's a good return from Jasmine. The way she celebrated that 15 all point, I thought she's got a feeling. And now it's 15-30. It's another wild first serve from Donna Vekic as well. Do you want to talk us through this point?
Sure. Okay, goes in the middle, up the line by Jasmine, back forehand by forehand by God, as you speak, Paolini, or long by Vekic.
Indeed.
Two break back points.
Vekic stumbling over her lines like James.
I was just trying to say the word Vekic and I just couldn't do it.
It happens. 15-40. What's she saying, Donna, to her team? Just stop or something?
They're obviously maybe they're speaking too much to her, and she's like, just shut up, people.
I think that clipped the net, so it's going to be another first serve. Jasmine there, clenching her fist again. I've seen that many times. Forza Jasmine, says Giuseppe. Well, she's going to have a second serve as well to look at.
Yeah,
Giuseppe, if you hit subscribe, this number above will go up. It's going to be a second serve for Jasmine to look at. It's a chance, but it's one that goes a begging. 30-40. 30-40. That was a chance. It was attackable. 91 mile an hour second serve. So, second break point here. And it's going to be a second serve again. It's a decent return. And you could call that a forced error, but either way, Donna couldn't get her footwork around it, and she dumps the forehand into the net, and we are back on serve. I told you there'd be another twist, James.
You did. You did.
Told you. Ghosty.
Ghosty's happy. Ghosty's very happy.
Friend of the show. Ghosty is a friend of the show as well.
All right, yeah, 3-all. It's almost like reset the set.
Yeah, but now Jasmine's going to have to hold serve, and we know how difficult that has been the whole match. How many break point opportunities?
First point ain't a great one.
No, exactly. Love 15. 3 from 11, Donna is on break points. I think there's going to be some more break points before the end of this match for sure. Could even come in this game. Jasmine Paolini.
Oh,
Donna came to the net and said, pass me. And Jasmine said, okay.
Okay.
Prego. So here we are, 15 all. Good first serve there from Jasmine, at least hitting the spot, but that's not a good forehand from Jasmine Paolini.
No, it's not.
15-30. Okay, 15-30 here. Jasmine Paolini again under a little bit of pressure on her serve. Will it be a lot of pressure? Well, we'll soon find out. Decent return from Donna. They're into the rally here. Nice change of direction from Jasmine Paolini. Is it going to put her in charge of the point? It kind of is, but she's not able to deal with the volley.
No. Nada.
No, indeed. So, 2 break points for Donna Vekic. 2 more to add to the 11 that she's already had in this match. We know about some of those breakpoint opportunities that she's missed. Is it going to be more? We'll find out. So, 15-40. And it's going to be a second serve. That was close, but no cigar for Jasmine. So, 15-40, second serve. Donna waiting there to pounce. And pounce she does with an excellent return. And Jasmine cannot deal with that. And we're back where we were, 4-3. So she's even closer to the finish line now. Up a break.
Righty. Oh, that. Okay, so she gets the break back and then gets broken again.
Indeed.
Alex, do you think that's... I mean, given the way that... Well, she's getting the ice towel. I don't mean...
Yeah, I think it's
for her arm.
For her arm, is it?
Well, she's resting it on her arm.
Oh, okay. I think she's just a bit under the weather, sort of Sinner-esque like yesterday.
Yeah.
Or 2 days ago, sorry.
Well, you're going to be really unwell. Please don't win this match because you don't want a bit of a dud of a final. Well, I say it's not that. I mean, it's not that hot in London at the moment. I mean, we know in a month's time we're going to be in the States and it's going to be like 30 degrees, like 80% humidity.
Yeah, it's a bit of a humid, sticky day in Germany today. I don't know how it is in London.
You're
in London or close to London, right, James?
Yeah, I'm in Guildford in Surrey, so just outside of, literally just like in the home counties, like the commuter belt of London. It's warm today, I'll give you that.
Did you go to Wimbledon this year, James?
I didn't in the end because of the election. I was basically all caught up with.
I mean, I was pretty close to going, but the cost of flights had gone up quite a bit. But then also the parties here in Germany at the moment with the Euros, so that was a huge influence for me as well. Because if I was going to go, it probably would have had to be the second week, and then it's like, you know what, England are still in the tournament. We had a quarterfinal on Saturday. I went to Dusseldorf. I didn't have a ticket on Saturday, mind you, but I still went to Dusseldorf and took in the atmosphere. And then obviously last night going to Dortmund.
Yeah,
I think
I mean, generally also for like ground passes and whatnot, it's much better for the first 4 days of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. I'm actually more of a grounds pass fan, really. And therefore, you really want to go the first week at the very least, you know, and as you say, even the first 4 days.
Because once you get to the 3rd round, then you're basically like fighting with people for the scraps of the matches on court 12 and 18.
I've had a grounds pass on the Friday, and I think maybe the Saturday in the past. That's also fun because obviously Saturday is a bit more of an atmosphere as well. But by after the sort of 6th day for me, it's not so much fun. Well, Jasmine is still going to have some fun. 15 all. One more push.
Did I get a chance to go to Surbiton?
Yeah, you went to Surbiton. Okay.
Like I said, a real shame that tournament's going to disappear off the calendar next year.
Yeah, there's so many challenges. Every time they tweak the calendar, it's always in the wrong direction for me. Donna Vekic goes long with a forehand.
Ooh.
One more twist in the tail. $15.30 here. Do you want to talk us through this point?
Will it? So, Donna going for the bounce in the ball. Okay, so ball in the air. Tries to go down the line, hits the middle of the net, so it's going to be a second serve, a real chance here for Paolini. Into the air. Double fault.
Oh, that's a double
The nerves
fault,
are there. I don't know why she's challenging. I think there was clear daylight between where the ball bounced and the actual.
You're right. You're right. It is a clear double fault.
Challenging on the ones in which I don't think she should do. Not challenging on the ones in which I think she should do. What's happening?
So, 15.40.
Similar situation to last time. So Donna goes cross court. Out was the call. It did just look slightly wide. Okay, goes cross court again. Forehand by Jasmine. Forehand by Donna. Long and the break. And it's a 3rd break in a row.
I'm telling you, Jasmine mentally and physically has this. Donna can't wait for that finish line, but she's going to have to wait a bit longer. I mean, in terms of the tennis, it's Vekic's. But the other two aspects to this match that are so big for me mentally and physically as we are here 4-all now in the deciding set.
It
Jasmine
could go in
those boxes.
It literally could go. I favour Jasmine, but it could go anywhere at this point.
First serves like that will help Jasmine's case. 15 love.
I don't even know where that landed. There we go.
Backhand return from Donna. They're into the rally here. But Jasmine Paolini's up in the rally. Up with a forehand winner. 30 love.
Up and away.
Indeed.
30 love. Jasmine looking like to have a strong service game here. You'd favour her to get another break in the Vekic service. She did this.
65 people watching on YouTube. Please, all of you, right now, click like and also hit subscribe and we'll blow up the internet together. 66 now watching on YouTube. That number feels familiar. 3 game points now for Jasmine Paolini and a 5-4 lead. So many breaks of serve in this set. Are we going to get a service hold here? Certainly looking that way at the moment.
All right, goes to up the line.
That was a difficult backhand for Donna to deal with, but deal with it she didn't. And her mother, Jasmine's mother, is screaming with delight as her daughter takes a 5-4 lead. That feels big to me.
Right, you got a feeling that this could be it. Just in
Jasmine's
terms of
having fun out there, despite the pressure, despite them. Look at and Donna is having anything but fun, and she's going to have to serve to stay in the match. Faces of concern, understandably, in the Donna Vekic team. If I was on her team, I would be very concerned. Jasmine Paolini is one game away from her second consecutive Grand Slam final. I remember interviewing her in Monastir last year and going into the final against Elise Mertens, and Mertens had looked great all week. Paolini was fighting and playing well, but I think it was like maybe on serve to about 4-all in the first set, and then Mertens just put the foot down, and I think she won about 5 or 6 games in a row that basically won her the title. And it felt that day that Mertens was a league above. And I thought Jasmine's doing really well. I think she was around about the top 20 at the time, maybe top 30. But I didn't see this. Winning a WTA 1000 and then getting to maybe 2 Grand Slam finals in a row, whatever happens now. I mean, a semi-final and a final in her last 2 Grand Slams is just insane.
And it also shows her all-court ability. Dubai was hard, French was clay, and now Wimbledon's grass.
Indeed.
Oh, she's fighting for this point.
That's gone out. That's gone out.
That's gone out. Right.
Love 15 here on the Donna Vekic serve.
That's out. So we'll second serve.
Indeed. Second serve for Jasmine Paolini to look at. Backhand return from Jasmine. She gets this point, she'll be really cranking up the pressure. Lovely drop shot there, though, from Donna Vekic.
Shot, Jasmine doesn't get to it.
No. Gutsy drop shot, says Julian. Indeed. 7 double faults off the racket of Vekic.
$15-15.
15 all indeed. So Jasmine's still 3 points away from winning the match. Every point is huge right now. I think the decision to go for the drop shot there from Donna was also partly induced by the fact that she doesn't really want to be having long rallies, but she executed it with aplomb. Okay, it's going to be a backhand return for Jasmine, and we're into the rally. But Jasmine Paolini is going to challenge that, but I think she knows it went long.
That looked long, yeah.
Yeah.
This is certainly how you want your first semi-final to end. Right.
Yeah.
Deep in the death on the third.
It's going to be a second serve here. Good to have the numbers on board today. It's going to be a second serve here for Paolini to attack, potentially. It's Donna Vekic who's erring. It's Donna Vekic who's erring. And we're at 30 all now. And Jasmine Paolini is 2 points away from the Wimbledon final. Donna Vekic is having to compose herself. I imagine that the shot clock might well go over the 25-second allotment here, but the umpire might give her some grace. Okay, Vekic here to serve. Biggest point, arguably, of her career. Biggest point of her career, but it could also be the biggest point of Jasmine Paolini's career, potentially. As Donna Vekic errs on the forehand side, and we have match point, ladies and gentlemen, for Jasmine Paolini. I have felt from the minute she broke at the end of the second set that she has had the mental and physical edge, despite being down on the scoreboard for most of the third set.
Right.
Do you want to talk us through this point?
Oh, lap of the gods.
And it's been saved by a big serve from Donna Vekic. Although it was big, Paolini was more than in it in terms of getting her racket on it. But she put the ball wide. And so we're at deuce. Match point saved. And now she's up in this rally, and that forehand is going to help. Game point, Donna Vekic. From staring down the barrel, she's a point away from 5-all. Have a look at the poll, maybe. I just imagine that's closed up a little bit. Donna here, serving her way out of trouble. Oh, you lucky, lucky, lucky lady. Donna Vekic with an incredible net cord going her way.
5-5.
5 games all.
She was staring down the feet. Now it's level.
Indeed. Jasmine Paolini on that match point. She had a very attackable serve, and she put the return wide. With a win today, Paolini would advance to her second Grand Slam final. And she has a 1-0 record in semi-finals, that 1-0 coming up at the French Open recently when she beat Mira Andreeva. I think it was in straight sets in Paris last month.
There's your Wimbledon game, set, and bats.
So, 5-all. That was a risky second serve from Paolini.
Just on the line, that one.
Indeed. But we're into the rally here. And now is the mental advantage going to be with Donna Vekic having saved that match point? And it's a shank, a missed hit from Paolini.
It could be, it could be.
So, love 15. You wouldn't believe that Paolini won that point. Sorry, you wouldn't believe that Vekic won that point given the pained expression on her face. And we're now, another twist is there. Love 30 now on the Jasmine Paolini serve. Ghosty is saying this match deserves a deciding set tiebreak. Well, we might get it, but we might also have a scenario where Vekic is serving for the match, which she hasn't been in yet. She got to 4-all and then 4-5. Remember, she had to save a match point. Paolini here, love 30. Paolini there hitting the spots with her serves. We're into the rally. Exchanging backhands right now. Donna Vekic deciding she wants to change direction, change the dynamic of the rally, but it doesn't work.
Oh. Right, okay. I mean, you're probably hearing an oohs from me on that one.
15-30.
Yikes.
Do you want to talk us through this point, James?
Sure. Goes cross court, backhand by Vekic, forehand up the line by Paolini, cross court by Vekic, up the line by Paolini, and Vekic is nowhere near it.
That was a physical point, and if it's a physical point, there's only going to be one winner. Vekic is going through all sorts of mental and physical emotions right now. 30-all. Every point right now is huge. Are we going to have a break point or a game point?
Backhand by Paolini. Backhand by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Cross court by Vekic. What a cross court by Vekic.
Indeed. An inside-out forehand winner from Donna Vekic.
I've not seen one of them for a while.
And we have a break point for Donna Vekic at 30-40. Nerve biting, nail biting, every biting. Okay, 30-40. You could talk us through this one as well if you like, James.
Sure. Right, okay. In the air. Goes cross court. Backhand by Vekic. Attempt to go down the line, and it was wide. That was a fantastic serve, though, by Paolini.
Indeed. She has, despite the fact that she's had to save a break point here, she's actually served quite well in this game. That was a good serve from her. Deuce. Oh, my goodness. I have no idea where the money would be right now.
Goes up the line. Backhand by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Cross court. Cross court by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Down the line by Vekic. Forehand by Paolini. Down the line by Vekic again. Forehand by Paolini. Cross court. Looped up in the air by Vekic. It lands long on the baseline. And that is advantage Paolini.
Yeah. Game point. And from 30-40, things are obviously looking much better for the Italian. Also from Love 30, I was particularly concerned for her. She served well in this game. Yeah.
It's not over yet, though. Not over yet.
No, especially
up the line. Forehand by Paolini. Cross court. And that's out. Like I said, it's not over. It is not over.
Second deuce of this particular game.
Just tell how much both players want this.
More twists and turns than a twisty-turny thing.
And a turkey twizzler.
So we're into the rally here.
Cross court, forehand, cross court again. Cross court by Vekic, cross court by Paolini. Forehand down the line by Vekic. Vekic goes for the drop shot. Just gets it from Paolini. Lob by Vekic, drop shot. Oh, perfectly placed by Paolini.
Yeah.
Crikey. Oh, there was just not enough height on that attempted lob by Vekic, and Paolini just puts it away.
Indeed. Indeed. Epic moments, epic points. And it feels as though the epic points, Jasmine ends up winning. She's got a game point for 6-5. Vekic struggling. But it's going to be a second serve, and we know how well Vekic has dealt with these second serves from Jasmine. She's inside the baseline, ready to pounce.
Ready.
I think it's been called a double fault. Jasmine's going to challenge this double fault.
Oh, I don't know. I think this is on the line. Let's see what happens.
Donna Vekic is having to sit down. It is out, so it's a double fault. Deuce.
Oh, wow. Just sat in the umpire's chair.
Yeah, I know. She just sat down on one of the line judges' chairs, yeah. Yeah.
Like
she's going to want short points. I mean, she went for that drop shot on the previous point as well, because I think she wants to shorten these points as much as possible.
Okay,
Jasmine.
up in the air.
Yeah.
Backhand. Back up the line. Cross court by Vekic. Up the line by Paolini. Down the line by Vekic. Up the line by Paolini. And it's put away. Vekic could not get to it. Advantage Paolini.
Indeed, another game point for the Italian. She's saved a break point in this game. She had it on the previous game point, but she double faulted. But that was a sweet, sweet forehand winner at 92 miles an hour. Game point, Jasmine Paolini. Ready to serve. She'll be keen to get the first serve in, but she doesn't. She goes long, 87 miles an hour. That's first serve. That's actually slower than a Donna Vekic first serve, a second serve, sorry. And look at Vekic. Look at Vekic deal with this second serve with consummate
puts it
ease.
away.
Indeed. And that's the issue. When you get that second serve, it almost feels as though Vekic, it's on her racket. Back to deuce. The drama. 2 hours, 26 minutes on the clock. Just gone 4 o'clock local time. Into the rally here, but Vekic is up in this rally. Can she put the volley away? Yes, she Can. Great
Oh,
point. Number two.
advantage Vekic. Vekic? He's Vekic.
Indeed.
Advantage Vekic. Donna.
Yeah.
Rightio. Right.
First serve is in.
That way.
And it was very attackable, though. And Vekic goes long on the return. And we are back to deuce for the 5th time in this game. Yeah. Jasmine Paolini, just 2 double faults from her in the match so far, but one of them came in this game. On game point. Deuce number 5. Paolini to serve. Doesn't really matter if it's a first serve or a second serve right now. Those service speeds are coming down, but it doesn't matter when Vekic errs like that. I mean, Paolini's... A Vekic second serve is about 90 miles an hour. And a first serve from Paolini is about 87.
Yeah, and it was out.
It was out, yeah. So we've got another game point for the Italian. Of course, she's just entered the top 5 in the world.
Oh, she?
Yeah. She's overtaken Jessica Pegula with her previous win, I think.
Right.
Yeah. I think
that was me. Pegula
had been in the top 5 for about 2 years as well. Okay, we're into the rally here. Has Vekic gone wide? I don't know. Honestly,
I think that was in. That looked like it stayed on the course of the line.
Let's just have a... Okay. Let's have a look. Vekic is hoping. It's out! Just out by the millimeter.
Oh.
And Jasmine Paolini holds serve. Every service game from her has been an epic so far. And by the way, Vekic is struggling. The contrast in the emotions between the two teams right now, understandable there. Jasmine Paolini's mum just cannot stop smiling, and Jasmine Paolini almost the same, of course. Vekic, on the other hand. Oh, dear Donna.
Oh, she's in tears.
I know. No, I think that's Donna Vekic's mum that we're looking at now. The emotions here of a Wimbledon semi-final, understandable.
Just see how much she wants it.
Look at the smile on just the contrast could not be greater. I mean, we've got a tall, big striking, big serving player, but who's struggling here on both physical and mental levels. It's a tough watch, that. And then you've got the diminutive Italian on the other side of the net who just looks like she's in such a happy place right now. Anyway, we've still got a match to deal with. It's far from over. You know, 4 good serves here from Donna Vekic, 4 good first serves, and we're into a tiebreak pretty much.
Yeah, and you're talking.
But can she dig deep and get those 4 first serves that she desperately wants? She got the first serve. But
that was wild.
Yeah, love 15.
Let's not let this end in a whimper. Come on. 2 hours 30 on the clock.
Yeah. We will be bringing you the second semi-final as well with Matt, myself and Damien. Between us, we'll be bringing you the second semi-final. That's a lovely, good serve and a nice winner there from Donna Vekic for 15 all.
Good. Just because I don't want to go with the whimper. Come on.
Okay, 15 all here. Vekic to serve. Not sure if Vekic fans will be having fun right now, but thank you for the promo, Julian. Mind you, they'll be in a slightly better mood now. 30-15.
That was a good ace. Good cheap point.
Not sure it landed in though.
It wasn't in. It was out.
But there was no challenge.
Oh, she survived one there.
Paolini probably thinking I need those challenges for the potential tiebreak. 30 all though, because Vekic. In fact, I see she's only got one challenge remaining, Jasmine. So I'm sure that had an influence. I know you get an extra challenge when it comes to the tiebreak, but still.
And it's a best of 10-point tiebreak as well.
Indeed, indeed. So the likelihood of needing at least one challenge is high. 30 all here, though. 2 points from victory, Jasmine Paolini. She's already had a match point on the Donna Vekic serve. Is she going to get another one? Do you want to talk us through this point?
Sure. Okay, so ball in the air. Goes up down the line, tips the net. So we've got a let cord on that one. So first serve again, just gets a new ball.
Tense moments.
Okay, so ball in the air. Goes down the line again. It's slightly wide, so we're on to a second serve. Jasmine's going to be aiming on this one. Okay, up in the air, goes down the line. Backhand by Jasmine, backhand by Vekic. Long, and it is match point to Paolini. It's a second match point. She had one, I think, 20 minutes ago. Probably felt, oh God, one of the dads cannot cope with this. Right, okay,
Indeed.
so match point. Okie dokie, I'll talk through this again.
Sure.
So, up into position. Goes across court, no luck. Second serve. This is tense. This is tight. Okay, ball up in the air. Goes down the line. Forehand by Jasmine. Forehand by Vekic. Forehand by Jasmine. Forehand by Vekic. Forehand by Jasmine. Cross court. Down the line. Attempt by Jasmine. Cross court by Vekic. Down the line by Jasmine. Cross court by Vekic. Down the line. Cross court by Jasmine as well. Cross court to cross court exchange. Other line by Vekic. Forehand by Jasmine. Foot behind. Up the line by Vekic. She saves a second match point.
What a match point save to do it with that forehand winner. Listen, when you're struggling physically and mentally like Vekic is right now, the one player you don't want to see on the other side of the net is someone like Paolini who's going to fight for every ball and make you hit another ball and another one. And every time Donna was striking that ball, my heart was in my mouth as there was some low net coverage and some deep shots. But finally, she gets it done with a winner, and we're back to we're at deuce. 2 match points have come and gone now for Jasmine. And now we have a game point.
Oh, and that one's out.
Yeah.
Are we about to go to a tiebreaker?
Indeed. 94 people watching on YouTube. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, click subscribe.
Okay, ball in the air. Goes cross court or just slightly long. Just still needs to concentrate. She wants to get to a tiebreaker. She needs to concentrate. Goes in the line, down the line by Jasmine. And she's getting challenged.
It's wide. It's been called wide. It was a late call, which is probably what made her. Yeah.
She actually used the challenge.
Wide. Yeah, Donna's going to challenge it. Yeah. So no challenges remaining for Donna Vekic now.
Unless we get to it.
Yeah, she will of course get another challenge if we get a tiebreak. So we're at deuce here. Vekic hanging on for dear life. She's very much in charge of this point, though, after a good first serve. Jasmine defending well. Are we going to get a third match point for Jasmine Paolini? Honestly, we're not going to get one because Vekic is on the attack and she eventually puts away the forehand winner. Drama. But we're also getting a bit of quality here as well, to be fair, from Donna. Now she's got a smile on her face. Yeah. 95 people watching on YouTube. Game point for Donna Vekic. Do you want to talk us through this one, James?
Sure. Right. Okay. Okay. Vekic into the air. Goes down the line. Forehand by Jasmine. Cross court by Vekic. Cross court by Paolini. Cross court by Vekic. Down the line by Jasmine. And it's into the tram lines. And we're going to a deciding set 10-point match tiebreaker.
Indeed we are. Indeed we are. So many people in the live chat were saying, please, this deserves a deciding set tiebreak. Well, a deciding set tiebreak is exactly what we're getting.
We are getting it.
So,
wow.
Where's your money? Where's your money? Live chat people, let us know. Who are you predicting? Just tell us, Jasmine or Donna. Write Jasmine or Donna in the live chat. Who you think is going to win this tiebreak? I'm going to go with Jasmine.
I had to go Jasmine as well, just because I think she's fitter.
Yeah. So, Jasmine Paolini to serve. It's a good first serve from Jasmine, which will really help her in terms of this tiebreak. Oh, you lucky Jasmine Paolini with that net cord. What's the expression? Better to be a lucky leader than a talented one or something. There's one about being lucky.
Yeah.
By the way, her serve there was cranked up to 102 miles an hour. So that's much better serving speeds from Jasmine. They dropped to below 90 on some of her first serves in this third set. So, over to you, Donna. Tiebreak, let's go. People saying the real Hector going Jasmine. TT Cobb going Vekic. Anthony going Jasmine. Ghosty going Jasmine. Whew, I thought she was going to defend that one as well, but she wasn't able to. Vekic in charge of the point from the service moment.
First point for Vekic. Should be pleased about that.
Time to stand up.
You're so tense. You're standing up, John.
Yeah. Enjoying this. Murray Walker could never sit down during his commentaries. Ben Lewis there going for Jasmine. Nice of you to join us, Ben.
I tell you what, Vekic is deciding I'm going to hit some perfect first serves.
Ernest here going Jasmine as well. Ernest, if you haven't done so already, please click subscribe. Giuseppe, unsurprisingly, also back in Jasmine. But it's at the moment on serve 2-1, or I should say 1-2 with Paolini serving. So I say but because Vekic has just held both her service points. And she's going to have a second serve to look at.
Second serve we're looking at here.
She's going to be attacking this one. And you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen, James?
That was out.
Yeah, double fault.
Oh.
Ivana going Donna. Well, she's got the advantage right now. I think she's looking a bit better as well, Donna, in terms of, like, she realizes that there's just a few more points to go. And she's just like a little bit better physically now.
Well, did you say,
She knows that second serves are an opportunity, but it's not one she's able to take on this occasion.
Oh, that's poor, though. That's poor.
3-2.
3-2. Only one mini break, and we've got a lot of points left to play.
Don't forget, for those of you tuning in, this is a first to 10 tiebreak, not 7. Even sometimes the players forget.
Happened to somebody in qualifying. It happened to somebody in qualifying. They got to 7, thought they won. found out it had to continue to 10 and end up losing the match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times from players, but they've always gone on to win. I remember Daniel Collins in Australia dropping a racket and putting her hands on her face when she got to 7, only to realise that she still had to win the next. I think it was against Mukova in Australia last year. She did go on to win the tiebreak, so it didn't really matter in the end. Donna Vekic. Spraying a forehand wide when she was up in the rally. And we're at 3-all at the change of ends. The mini break advantage that the Croatian had has been ceded. Oof. Over 100 people now watching on YouTube. Wonderful to have you all with us. If it is your first time with us, hit the subscribe button. And you'll see this number below. You'll click subscribe, and then you'll have the pleasure of seeing that 9023 tick over to 9024. And you can do a little dance and know that you've made a difference. Who will be dancing at the end of this match? On a knife edge right now, 3-all. And I tell you what, Jasmine Paolini.
Ow. Okay, so Vekic stems the bleeding.
Indeed. 2 people in quick succession actually just subscribed. Thank you very much. Pushing us up to 9,025.
Nice one.
Okay. 3-4. So first service out. So remember, we've already had a double fault from Jasmine in this tiebreak.
We're going to get another one.
No, we're not.
No. Oh, boy. Oh, gee.
Yeah. That was attackable. That was attackable.
And she fluffs it. On one of those, it's all about just getting it in. You get it in, you're going to win the point.
Oh. I thought this landed out. Vekic is going to use her one tie-break challenge.
This is a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
I feel this is a bit of a risk. I think she knows it's a bit
of a risk. It was close. I don't know. Oh! You look at this, James. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw. And all the challenges are gone.
Yeah. Will she get another one if it goes beyond 10? I don't know.
No, it's just one challenge.
It's one challenge, even though it's a lengthy tiebreak. So we are on serve, though. 4-5. Vekic to serve.
She is now fully reliant on the human eye.
Indeed.
Paolini still has 2 of her challenges left.
But the Vekic serve is going to get her out of trouble.
And we're 5-5.
Put her in charge of the point, and then she put the forehand away. 5-all.
5-all. We're halfway there.
She's definitely in a much better physical and mental place right now, Donna, compared to she was like a couple of games ago. Don't forget, we've had 2 match points already for Jasmine Paolini. One of them was a lengthy rally, which was nerve-wracking tennis that ended with a Donna Vekic winner. And Donna Vekic has held.
That is a perfect service game. That is a perfect service game.
Indeed.
Up to 6.
Over to you, Jasmine. 5-6.
Fudging blubber.
Yes, indeed.
All right, okay. Cross court, backhand, forehand cross court, back cross court again, cross court up, cross court away, backhand there, backhand. Oh, that was a bad backhand by Vekic. And there would have been a situation that she could have challenged one of those balls that Paolini hit onto the baseline that looked a bit dodgy if she actually had a challenge.
And Jasmine has 2, I think.
Jasmine has 2. Vekic has none, and there was potentially a challengeable ball that landed very suspectly on the baseline. 6-6.
Anthony enjoying the drama.
Oh, this is going to sting for whoever loses this.
Anthony, by the way, I have been. It's been a while since we spoke, but I have. There's an exhibition tournament in New York, and I remember us talking about you going there for talking tennis. We must communicate about that as we get closer to the US Open. It's one of those tournaments, a bit like the Boodles thing, I think, James, but in New York,
okay.
just before the US Open. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I know. It's almost like
might be UTS actually.
Is it UTS? Oh,
might be. Yeah.
Because no, they're back in London, aren't they, in December?
Okay, so it's either a Boodles type event, but I think it might be indoors, or it's UTS. I think it might be UTS actually. But the reason I'm getting the two confused is because I think they're actually the organization of both is quite similar. The name of the tournament organizers, the group, is the same. Anyway, listen, let's get back to the present because it's Donna Vekic here serving at 6-7. Yes, UTS in New York in August, Ghosty, yeah.
That's what I just found, yeah, UTS in New York.
Okay, pacing up and down like a caged lion I am.
Okay.
Big point this. Oh, Donna Vekic, take a bow.
Oh my days! How did she save that?
I think chalk flew up. I think chalk flew up. 7-all.
I saw chalk. Look at that! Just
on the line.
Dug it out like a miner in the mines in the Victorian era.
7-all now. Woof.
Oh, 7-7. 7 heaven. Cross court, hand by thingy. Oh, and she hits a forehand down the line.
Donna Vekic, forehand winner.
8-7. Who's going to get this?
Are we going to have a match point for the first time for Donna Vekic? And if she is to get one, if she gets it on the next point, she'll have 2 of them.
You think she would need to take it now?
Okay, 7-8. Paolini to serve. And it is long. Jasmine looked at the umpire to decide whether there was worth a challenge, and the umpire was convinced it was long. So she.
I suspect Becky's going to launch herself on this.
Yeah.
Or not. Cross court, up in the air, lands out. 8,
yeah, I think it was clearly out, but of course, there's nothing Vekic can do about it. But no, I think it was clearly out. 8-all now. 8-all, people.
8-all.
Around about 100 of you tuning in on YouTube. We won't be live for much longer, so this is one of your last moments to hit that like button.
All right.
Where's this one going to? We're going to have a match point, whatever happens now. But who is going to have that match point?
Forehand again. Forehand cross court. Oh, and it was out. Okay, so Paolini has the first match point.
Jasmine Paolini with her 3rd match point. Again, it was close. I think it was out. I don't think there's much debate, but to be honest with you, there's nothing Vekic can do because she has no challenges. Anyway, it's 8-9. It's another match point, but it's another one on the Vekic serve. All of her match points have come on the Vekic serve. Is it going to be 3rd time lucky for Jasmine Paolini? James, talk us through this point.
Right, okay. Getting already. Eyes up. Ball up. Goes down the line. That is long. It is a second serve that she's going to have a look at. I suspect Jasmine's just going to cover herself on this ball. Ball up. Goes down the line. Forehand by Jasmine. Backhand by Donna. Backhand by Jasmine. Forehand by Donna. And it's long. And Jasmine Paolini has
Look at that celebration. Look at that celebration. Oh, but look at giving her opponent the hug there. Pain on one side of the net. Glory on the other.
Oh, my days.
Jasmine Paolini, take a bow.
The Italian pocket rocket has done it again. She has done it again. She's making back-to-back Grand Slam finals on clay and then on grass. Oh my days, she cannot believe it. Many of us can't believe it.
Indeed, indeed. Forza from Ghosty, and thank you for the donation, by the way. Big thanks. Also, by the way, for those of you tuning in, if you want to become a member, you can click the membership thing below. It's also pinned in the live chat. But listen, wow, look at Donna Vekic's mother now is in tears.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, she was up that early break. I think she had on two occasions she was up a break in that deciding set. But throughout, it felt like one person was enjoying the occasion and one person was not. And the person who was enjoying the occasion was also the person who enjoyed the last point of the match. James.
Wow. Jesus, wow. Okay. I mean,
someone once said football bloody hell. I mean, you could say tennis bloody hell in this moment, I think.
I mean, that felt like that. I mean, not, and I'm sorry, and I know that if I've forgotten his name, sorry, if you think he's still in the chat from the Netherlands, but it felt like that 90th minute winner for Watkins, right in the last, tight as it can be, right up to the end.
I mean, we resisted the temptation to talk about the football for half an hour. We did well.
Yeah.
But yes, back-to-back Grand Slam semi-finals. Huge effort from Donna Vekic, as Simon Cambers here on Twitter points out. But yeah, congrats, says Germany in the live chat. Yeah. Indeed, it is Saturday. But I think in the midst of the emotion, Ashley, I think that's fine. An epic match, says Julian. Indeed, it was. But listen, for me, okay, Jasmine's just about to talk. Let's have a quick listen.
To improve a little bit on the court because I was serving really bad, but I'm so happy with this win. I think, I don't know, this match I will remember forever, I think.
Tell me how you kept your belief through that.
I don't know. No, I was just, trying to think about what to do on the court, point by point. I was repeating to myself, try point by point, because I was really in difficulty, but, there is no place better than here where to fight every ball, every point. I really, really enjoy to play in front of you guys. I mean, for a tennis player, this is, I think, the best place where to play a match like this. And yeah, really, thank you for cheering for me. Grazie a tutti gli italiani che ci sono. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Well, I know the fans that supported both you and Donna had a hell of a time watching both of you, the emotions, the roller coaster throughout the match. But your family up there watching, we saw them during the match. We saw what they were going through. Looking there now. That was something
I think
else.
it's not easy for the family to watch a match like this. It was a roller coaster of emotions, I think, and I'm so grateful that they are here and they were supporting me forever. So yeah, I'm just so grateful to have them here watching. Yeah, thank you. Grazie.
You are on what has been a fabulous season for you now. You're the first woman since Serena Williams in 2016 to make the final of Roland Garros and Wimbledon.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think these last months have been crazy for me. I have still to realize, I think, but I don't know. I'm trying just to focus on what I have to do on court, just enjoying what I'm doing because I love playing tennis. It's amazing.
And she loved the occasion today.
To be here playing on this pretty much said. It's a dream, you know. I was watching finals when I was a kid on this Wimbledon, so yeah, I just, you know, I'm enjoying it and just living the present. That's what I'm thinking. But the last month have been crazy, I think, for me.
Crazy indeed, James. Crazy. I mean, like I say, I think back to that Monastir final when she was outclassed and out-hit by Elise Mertens. And if you said to me that day that one of those two players was going to have a breakout year in 2024, for me, it was not going to be Jasmine Paolini. But she's proven me and many other doubters wrong with what's been an incredible year. Third in the race she is now. A breakout season has been described here on Twitter. And yeah, winning that WTA 1000, I thought that was a peak for her. But she's backed it up with 2 Grand Slam finals in a row on 2 very different surfaces.
She has. She's proved. She's shown. Yeah, she's shown first of all that she is an all-court player, but just that, you know, that hard work, that perseverance. Okay, doesn't necessarily have all the natural elements that you would expect for a player to go, you know, as high up as she is in the rankings to do what she's done already, but has really worked that game and is currently reaping the rewards as much as possible in this season. I mean, it's just remarkable, winning Dubai, getting to the finals at both now Roland Garros and Wimbledon, and the manner of the victories as well. It's just, she is a fighter, she is a grinder, and she's getting those wins. And she, as you say, third in the race at the moment, 5th in the live rankings currently. I mean, just, you know, she is becoming an unstoppable force. She is a player that you do not want in your draw whatsoever.
Yeah, indeed. Well, listen, that brings to an end to the first semi-final. We will have live on the show the second semi-final coming up between Barbora Krejcikova and Elena Rybakina. That is going to come up with Matt and Damien. And probably myself as well intermittently. So, yeah, thanks for everyone joining today. We'll see you again very, very, very soon for those 2 in action. I can see them on my screen right now. And, yeah, big thanks to you, James, as well.
No worries. Great to be on for us. I seem to always get a good epic women's matches, which I'm very.
In Monte Carlo, you're doing between Sinner and Runa, maybe, was it?
I had that one, and I think the one that stood out for me was the women's final at Madrid.
You did that one as well, yeah, with Damien, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that one, I thought that was a privilege to actually be able to commentate on that one. In the end, it felt like, I mean, this one is okay. I'll say that Madrid one is still head and shoulders, but still, this one, you know, certainly running it as a major close second.
Yeah. Okay, James, big thanks for joining today, and we'll be crossing paths again very soon. Are you on for the first semi-final tomorrow as well, the men's semi-final? I think you are.
I am. I believe that would be probably the Alcaraz Medvedev one, if I'm guessing, with the way the scheduling's gone. But cool. Don't quote me on that.
No worries. I think you're probably right as well. All right, everyone else, thank you for joining, and you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.